All right, let's get this show cranked up. Got John Boy in the house. Looks like we got Jenny B out in the audience. How you doing, Jenny B? We're cranking
Looks
up
like
the
we got
John Boy show. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Cold here in Tennessee. Got the old fired up this morning. Woo! Man, y'all, what a night! What a night! I had Wages World come on the panel. If y'all don't know Wages World, check them out. I'll drop the link here in a bit, but it's in my last live stream I did last night. Got my coffee, got my cigarette. We're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Well, what we're going to talk about today? Today's topic is oh man, hang on. Hang on. Second here, Jenny B. I can't remember your Gmail, so I'm gonna try to do it by memory. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right. Check it. Hey, Susie, how you doing? Just chilling out, man. Today's topic is thinking about doing a contest. If anybody can tell me where this background came from, I'll send you a free survival knife. A John Boy survival knife. How's that? First person. Cafe, what's up? What's up, man? Hang on, Cafe. I guess I'll have to do it this way. I'm good, Susie. How are you? Hey, grab that link, Cafe. Looks like that was the end of that song. Kind of had a little beat going there. Ooh, I got that so fired up and this feeling good. I kind of need to turn it down a tad. There isn't wood to burn anymore out here. I guess that's Cafe. Let's see. Is that you, Cafe?
that is me, JB.
Oh,
What is up, buddy?
man. That Wages World on last night, man. Unbelievable.
What happened?
Wages World come on the panel last night.
Yeah, he's a good guy, I guess.
Yeah. He's got 29,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be
Way
here
up.
one day too.
I don't know. One day in the next 30 years. Yeah, I was just open topic, open topic. I left it blank in the
You got to
title.
understand. You got to
What's that?
understand something, JB. We're in a time where, like, the stuff that we're doing is now being shunned and crucified and suppressed, and their technology is only getting better. So anybody that are cured like a massive amount of subscribers, you know, you got to appreciate that because them days are over with.
Yeah. Well, he was at the right place at the right time. And the weird thing was, I was in the same area he was in, man. I was on the same channels that got him to where he is. And I'm still back here. I don't care. Got MH in the house, the Polar Message. How you doing? Susie. We got, ooh, that stove's starting to kick. What are you doing, man? What's the weather like up there? Uh-oh. But yeah. Where you at, Calf? Oh, I got the glasses on. Y'all can tell how tired I look. I didn't go to bed about 2. The age is showing on my face nowadays, y'all. It's terrible.
Oh, you haven't been able to hear me?
I can now. Well, I heard you up to
Okay,
the one point. For the last about 40 seconds, I hadn't heard you if you were talking.
yeah, I was talking. I get text all the time, 24/7, never stops. So I'm going to encourage everybody, if you want to talk to me, and I'm not trying to be like a douche canoosh or anything like that, I'm just going to narrow it down to one messaging app, which is Snapchat.
I don't have that at all.
Well, the reason why I use Snapchat is because it deletes the chats for you.
Oh, okay.
Hypothetically speaking, if somebody screenshots your Snap and wants to save it, it tells you, hey, so and so just screenshotted your Snap, or they shared it, or they saved it, or anything they do to it, it tells on them.
I guess who we got in the house? We got CSD updates.
Yeah.
I'm blank. Man, it's the gray overcast skies and stuff, and it's sprinkling here and there, and you know, so my Wi-Fi and my AT&T signal's not so good.
Yeah, bro, it's all screwy here. And I showed a picture. I don't know if I'll send it to you on I'll send it to you on maybe your regular messaging app. But over here, what they started doing is they're running 5G lines down the street. Verizon.
Yeah. Well,
so
they've been
everywhere. They're going too soon.
Well, who is that? T-Mobile's been advertising for like a month now that I got damper the stove down. It's hot here. But they've been advertising they can reach for miles now, you know.
They can, but they're running cables to do it.
Oh.
It's funny how people still believe in satellites and all this other shit.
Well, you know, they got stuff stuck up there. I just don't, you know, I figured it out. You know how I've been saying I'm a neither earther? I'm a either earther. I'm open to anything. But my problem is I'm still connected with the daggum round earth. I can understand the flat earth, but you know what I mean? I've had more years of round than flat. Does that make sense? So I kind of incorporate the two.
Yeah, that's where your buddy lost me last night. And like, again, not trying to shame him or anybody else, but you know, there's no way these little puffy clouds just hang on 2,000 miles an hour in a nice little conformity, you know? So you mean to tell me the clouds are moving 2,000, 6,000, whatever thousand miles an hour along with the earth in sync?
My deal is,
if we were flying through space, we wouldn't have no cloud.
Well, see, that's the deal. I don't think there's enough science on either of it to come to a conclusive answer, to be honest with you.
I think there is.
But, you know, looking at that Pelagian theory or whatever that came, Earth is round and, you know, you're not supposed to see but 3 miles and, you know, to the horizon. That's a lie because I know I can see 20 miles and it ain't that. It just so happens there's 20 miles of flat. You can see further than 3 miles. And these supposed satellites, they're 150 miles high. When we look at the round Earth, the knowledge of how big the Earth is, you're not on the Earth that much. So how you picture of a round Earth? You see? I mean, I guess I'm on the fence, but I don't knock it either way. It's just, well, my problem is what I've encountered with the people on the flat Earth. They're like these people that find religion and are trying to force it down your throat. You know what I mean? Not all.
I will tell you like this: I don't care what you believe in, but just don't hate something without, researching it, or don't just be like, oh, I fucking hate Pepsi, and you ain't never had a Pepsi a day in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do some research, find out for yourself. If you've done some extensive stuff, then say, you know what? The earth is flat or it's round or whatever. But half these guys just go what they told them in school: round earth, flat earth, whatever. You know what I mean? They go off the round earth and they're like, and then you try to tell them anything, or you're doing a video, they go out of their way to come in and bash you. Oh, the earth ain't flat, mother effer. Miss Susie Krabappel told me in 4th grade while he's seeing the NASA picture. You know what I mean? Don't do that, people. Do some research. Like, I'm open.
I've been in small instances. I've been in C-130s. I've never seen it. You know what I mean? You see the curvatures when they're using wide angle lenses, and it makes them do that. But me personally, I have been in airplanes, and I've been up, 36,000 feet, which isn't much if you look at the scale of how big the Earth is. But it looked flat as far as I can see,
It's huge. The Earth is huge.
And I look at it like this: it could be like a matrix, and there's no end to the. You know what I mean? You can keep walking, and what's ahead of you is small, but it gets bigger, and what's behind you is getting smaller. So we're not really. What if we're in what if we're on like a daggum, what do you call that? A treadmill where you think you're walking and you're not. I'm just saying. What if we're like Total Recall and we're all plugged into daggum some three, you've seen that movie. They can make it as real as can be.
Yeah, I don't
know.
Look at Hollywood. They can make movies that look just like reality. And you've been doing that for years. So who's to say, bro? Who's to say, right?
Well, that's what I say about a lot of things in the news and stuff. Who's to say that one stage somewhere? Because, man, they can do stuff nowadays. It looks like they really did in the future.
I'm no expert on anything, but I do want to say what's up to the chat. Hello, Interesting Things, Mrs. Things. Love you guys. Penny Bunny. Hello, Sexy. Hey, how you doing? Susie, Matt Man. I think she was talking to you, John Boy. Jenny B. Whoever else in the chat. CSDUFO. Guys, what is going on? If I missed anybody, Polarian message. Hello. I just want to say I'm no expert on anything. I'm learning stuff every day. When I find out I know something, I find out I really don't know anything.
Me too.
The more I know.
Me too. It's a guessing game.
But the journey is awesome to me. You know what I mean? Just being able to research and have fun and communicate. And there was a point in time where I took this shit real serious, and I got off of who I really was inside. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm just going to enjoy the journey. And if it's meant for us to know, we'll know. If not, we'll just continue to,
Exactly. And man, I appreciate y'all coming in here. Interesting things. Matt, man, Penny Bunny, Susie. Who else is up in here? Jenny B was in here. CSD, UFO updates. Sexy too much. And a Polarian message. How y'all doing today? But I thought I'd just do a live and have the topic, just a general topic. I have no topic agenda to set in this today. You know what I mean? Well, thank you for coming up here, Cafe. And if you're talking, I cannot hear you.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm over that little thing. I need to unplug from that for a little bit. You know, it's just so much. And I'm not saying it's not a big thing or whatever. It's trending right now, it's trending worldwide. But I'm just unplugging from it myself. You know, I feel like we got a boat of information to process.
You talking about that 19?
Yeah, you know, we'll call it. What do you want to keep it? We need a new nickname for it.
False flag. I don't know, man. I'm tired of it. I'm not pushing it either way anymore because.
Well, distraction. How about we call it Distraction 2020?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. And another thing they're doing with it, they're watching everybody's reactions. And they're learning from our reactions. You know what I mean? Fluffy.
I mean,
flag.
You don't have to watch my reaction. If you show up at my door with the military, we're going to have a little fun. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's all I got to say is I ain't going into no Walmart. I ain't getting no fucking injection. I ain't going into no camp. So what you want to do? You know what I mean?
Well, here we are fixing to start talking about it.
if that's what they're truly doing, waiting for a reaction, you know.
Oh yeah, well I'm the same as you. I'm not going for it.
We can just fast forward right to the end of the movie. You know what I mean? I can tell you that right now. We can fast forward right to the end, skip the bullshit, and get it, and it'll be done with it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what I heard, and I hate we're on that subject, but I'm gonna say this real quick. You know how they do DUI roadblock, roadblocks to check for DUI?
Mm-hmm.
I heard they're going to do that with the swabs.
Yeah.
And test people on the road.
Hitler did that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going for that either. And I guarantee, let's get off that topic because I'm going deep. That conspiracy mind of mine, you know what I mean? I can't help it.
Let's just have a good day.
Yeah. Man, 2 days ago it got up to 80 degrees and was humid as I don't know what. And yesterday and today feels like a daggum all day. I mean, cold all day. It's barely getting up to 50.
Let's just have a good day. Let's just enjoy this beautiful weather before it gets too hot.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Those airplanes, man, the way they go over top of me and they're so loud. I just wished I could get somebody in person here at my place and witness this because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how they just go over me like they do.
Yo, they're getting loud here too, John. They're flying a lot lower now for some reason.
They've been flying low here. I'm talking about like below 4,000 feet.
I can't say that they haven't been doing it, but if this is something new, they're doing it now for sure.
Well, you know, I like looking at old movies and old shows like that go back into the 70s or the 60s or as far back as I can go. And I started realizing, man, evidently they've been doing California and Arizona as bad as we're seeing it now back in the early 80s.
Well, here's the thing. Have they, or had they changed the movies like that Mandela effect? Huh?
That's what I'm wondering. Because I was watching, you remember that it was an old black and white show come on. It's called Wagon Train.
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed it in those, and that was in the early 60s. But
in a
I
weird way,
remember,
I do the same thing. John, I watch the old movies and look at the skies.
but I remember back when I was a kid, me and my mom and brother had a little game we'd do. We'd watch old Western movies and see if we could catch the airplanes going through the sky in it. And we did. But I didn't, and I'm talking about leaving a trail. And I'm talking about old John Wayne movies and stuff way back. That ought to give y'all some indication of how far back I've been watching the sky. I've been watching the skies all my life. One time up here in Tennessee, we had a halo from sun up to sundown, a halo of sundogs all day long. I've never seen it last that long.
One time at band camp, what's the chat saying? I'm not paying attention.
Wait. Huh?
What's the chat talking about? Okay, thanks, Matt. Man, where we at?
Talking about moving information.
Yeah, they're blocking you out.
Huh?
So they're blocking you out.
Yeah, I'm buffering on this and looking at my YouTube. I tell you what, I'm gonna pop the chat out and then get rid of that tab. Boom. Maybe that help. Or I can do like that. Maybe that'll help.
My team just building up. I haven't cashed it in about a year.
Your what has?
My change drawer.
Oh. I had over $100 something worth of change one time. We got Deidre Baker in the house. Hello.
What is up, Deidre? Shout out. And I want to say this real quick, guys. I know you already know this, but please take a second, hit the thumbs up for the gracious host. The best way to support channels like these is to throw the thumbs up. This way YouTube releases the restrictions on the algorithm and lets the channel fly. And the best way to do that is to get more interaction through the channel. Leaving a thumbs up or even a thumbs down if you don't like what's going on.
That's what I was going to say. Thumbs it down if you don't like thumbsing it up. No.
But just do something to show that you guys care. Please share it out if you can. Turn on your TV, your tablet, your desktop, your laptop, knock on your neighbor's door, catch a carrier pigeon, tie a note to a St. Bernard, but share this thing out. Please, guys, let's get these messages out before they take this platform from us, which they're on their very way of doing.
Hey, could you enlighten me on they're taking channels down due to PayPal thing?
I don't know. I've heard that. I heard Super Dave say it last night.
So they're getting mad if you're trying to bypass their super chat, 40% interest stuff, huh?
Well, I don't know. Like, I got a tip jar. I don't really get much either way. You know what I mean? But the little that I do get, I appreciate. It's never expected, always appreciated. But I can't tell you how to spend your money, John. Do you know what I mean? I can't say PayPal me or super chat me or cat. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to spend it,
right,
you can spend it however you want. That's my opinion. And Google needs to stay the fuck out of it. You feel me?
Well, you know what? Like I said yesterday, I don't know if y'all said this is my AdSense thing they sent me in the mail. I have not responded. I have not activated it to where I can collect I'm not really worried about it. I just want to get monetized to get into another algorithm. You know what I mean?
Well, you should activate it because if somebody wants to give you a little tip or a little something, they should be able to do it, you know?
Well,
And
it's
I
going.
understand.
Well, it's going into my account. It's just I have no way of accessing it. They're not going to take it away from me, are they?
John, I'd be hard pressed to say. I don't know. I would just suggest to you that you activate it and do what you got to do because this way they can't say that you're just sitting there PayPal hunting. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got you.
This
But
way it's
what it
on there.
was, I think I read on here, there's an interest rate on that daggone MasterCard they send you. So that's kind of what pissed. Okay, they're going to take 40% off the top. And then once it goes in your AdSense account, there's an APR there too. So they're taking another
Well, I
25%.
didn't get anything. I just linked mine to my Cash App. You can link it to Cash App if you have Cash App, and it's free. They don't take no more than what they already do.
I don't have it. I'm computer illiterate, honestly.
I'll send you the invite. This way, I get a couple hours, you get a couple hours. Download the Cash App, and then you could link. It takes about a week. You get the card, you customize the card, and then you can just have your Google deposits right to your Cash App without giving any more money.
Well, see, I was thinking, being I've already got like my debit card is connected with my eBay and stuff, PayPal. I thought it would go to the PayPal, and it doesn't.
Nope. They won't do PayPal and they own it. What's that tell you? They don't even trust themselves, the crooks.
Yeah, that's and that's kind of why I didn't
So
activate this AdSense account, because I'm like, hang on, why won't they go to my PayPal account that I already have established and have had established for over 2 years now? You know what I mean?
And that's crazy, right? Google saying you're bypassing. They own PayPal. You know what I mean? They take money off if you got a business.
Yeah.
If you whatever, when you go to withdraw, it's like a $250. When you send somebody money, there's fees all involved in that. Like if you send money, it's like $2. You know what I mean? If you cash the money out, it's like $2. So if you're sending somebody $20, you really got to send them $25. You know what I mean? Just so they can actually get the 20 out.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of nerve saying, "Oh, you're circumventing the system." Google, you own PayPal. You know, you're getting enough already.
They're just money thirsty out the butt, man. It's ridiculous. I mean, I've only made off the ads so far like $17.
That's pretty
and
good.
I heard you can't take anything out of there till you reach 100, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
At this rate, it'll be next year before I could even touch it.
Nah, we're going to get you there. You're going to grow. Trust me, you're going to grow. We're going to help you grow. I just wanted to say, guys, to all the people listening, it's not about the money for them, guys. It's about our energy. You know, they try to take all the money they can for all this insurance, taxes, fees, and dues, and interest, and all this stuff. It's just they're all in it together. And I don't want to sound like some kooky conspiracy theorist, or do I? But they just want to keep us tied to the machine like a dog on a leash tied to the tree out back. You can only go so far. And that's what your financial freedom is. The more money you make, you might get another little notch or two on your leash, but you're still tethered to that tree, buddy. You ain't really going nowhere.
Well, this is the thing, Cafe. Like you just said, you don't want to sound like a conspiracy, right? Well, daggum, anytime you tell the truth nowadays, everybody lays it as conspiracy. And that's sad. That's sad to see. You cannot tell the truth without being labeled conspiracy.
Yeah, because all the sheep run in the same direction. The minute you break free, who comes after you? The border collie, right? You're going to get you back in line.
Yep.
Hey, look at that conspiracy theorist over there. That's a border collie. You know what I mean? Trying to get the sheep to turn against you. Like, hey.
Well, look, like I got pulled over. That goes on constitutional rights, which to lose and all that right now. But look, I got stopped because my tags were dirty. And the cop told me he couldn't see my tags. And I told him the 14th Amendment, those tags that you stopped me on in the 14th Amendment also says I have the right to use these public highways without fear of being stopped. He looked at me, he said, "You're one of them sovereign citizens, aren't you?" I go, "No, I'm a citizen that knows my rights. Therefore, that makes me sovereign." That's what the Constitution is for, to make us sovereign and have our God-given rights. That's all the Constitution is about. And they twisted around to where a sovereign citizen is a gun-toting fight. You know what?
Yeah, because it suits their agenda. It's easier for them, instead of them taking the time to get to know the people they're dealing with, they're just so calloused over, John. Now everybody's in the mix. A few people do a bunch of bullshit. Now we're all a bunch of gun-toting sovereign citizen jerk-offs, lawbreakers, and all that stuff. That's not the case. Just because I think for myself, I don't bother you, don't bother me. But if you want to come in and start harassing me, and then you start spitting information back at them, they can't process it. They're like, "Oh, you know who I am? I'm Johnny Sheriff. I'm the king around here." You know, and they don't want to hear nothing but, "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir."
Well,
you get some guy that comes along and tells them like it is, now you're a problem because you're informed.
Well, look, this is how it started. I'm going down the highway. I see this car like a half mile behind me. I'm doing the speed limit, right? This car is catching up to me. When it gets close enough, I'm like, it's a cop car. He gets right on my butt and starts riding it, right? I'm like, man, I'm getting tired of this. And there's a parking lot, didn't really have an entrance because the whole parking lot tied into the side of the highway. So I just hit the turn signal and hit that parking lot. Cop went by. I never stopped. The cop went by and I just pulled back out on the highway behind him. You know what he did? He pulled off on the shoulder of the road and let me go by him. And then he hit the blue lights and stopped me. That pissed me off.
Yeah, because the whole time he's doing recon on you.
Yep.
He's trying to evaluate your threat level.
Yep. I had a cop one time, this is years ago. I said, "You know what the problem is?" I said, "You know what?" And I stopped. He goes, "What?" I go, "You don't want me to tell you what?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." I go, "All right, I'll tell you what." I go, "Ever since 911 happened, we have been under a slick martial law and we have lost all our rights in this country." And he just did a smirk eating grin. You know what I mean? He knows.
Yeah, he knows. Yo, I found this in the thrift store for like $1.
What's that?
Yo, what's up, Def Bread?
Yeah,
You're gonna like
for a minute. Uh-oh, where'd you go? You light and hit the wrong button. Yeah, exactly, that breed. I go into the courtrooms and I ask them, I don't understand which jurisdiction you're operating under. I mean, is this a civil matter or is this, headlight out, right? Is this a civil matter or is this a criminal matter? Because that's what court systems are set up for, not subsidiaries of the law. I mean, come on. Word enlightenment. Oh. Dadgum. He hit the wrong button, folks. But yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. Just crazy. Exactly, Deb Breed. Exactly. There he is.
Yo, look at this sucker, right? Look.
Yeah.
It's got like one setting. It's got a higher one.
Woo. I'm hypnotized. Your wish is my command.
Yo, cheap. People don't even know.
Oh, That's one of them assault flashlights. You see the ends of it, how it's made? You can gash somebody's face open with that if you hit them.
Oh, is that what that's made for?
Yeah, that's a defense weapon. That's what that's made for. So, yeah, that will rip you open. That'll show the white meat. Let me put my sunglasses on. That thing is bright. I think you put some messages in that. You know they can use LEDs to send and receive messages, right?
Well, I just sent a message then.
But yeah, that's
I got another one that don't do anything.
Yeah. I think I've got one like that.
They both got the same bottom and the same kind of grips, though.
You know where I learned about that? My dad told me. He showed me these flashlights are self-defense flashlights, and that's why they got the ends of them like that. So if you have to use it, man, you can just hit somebody, and it'll gouge that meat out. There you go.
Getting ready.
Man, I bugged out yesterday. And check this out. Like I said, man, as much as you think you're prepared, when it comes down to it, you might not be. And that's what happened with me. I was like, man, I was headed for the deep woods. I was taking the Jeep as far as I could get. And when I got there, I realized, oh, shit, I forgot some stuff. But it gave me time to rationalize and get back to my senses. I kind of jumped the gun, you know what I mean? But everybody should act like something happened and get ready to bug out. And then stop somewhere. Don't go to exactly where you're going. Go ahead.
Let that be a lesson, right? Go ahead, John.
Exactly. Well, I was going to say, you know, do a test. You need to do it quickly because you might need to enact it. But do a real quick test, like I got to get out of here now, or whatever your plan is. Initiate it for about a few minutes, however long it takes. But anyhow, stop and then analyze what you've done and what you've forgotten. Because I guarantee you, I thought I had it all figured out, and then I realized, oh, I didn't. So it made me have to come back to my place.
Well, Yankee Outdoors was talking about stuff that you don't need in your bug out bag. And you want to make it a certain weight and a certain thing, and you want to practice walking around with that on. You know, even if you got to walk around your yard or in your house, you're going to train yourself to carry that weight. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my suggestion to people is put like a little 10-pound weight in there, like a little round weight. Add that on, just for training purposes, because like you said, give yourself a little test run, because you can't just get out in the water and be like, damn, I can't carry this bag. You're going to be throwing stuff out of it anyway.
I got one. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Be commonsensical,
Well, I've got one of those old backpacks from like the 70s that they used to use to climb, go up mountains. It's got the aluminum frame and stuff, and you can put a lot of stuff in there, right? I bet mine weighs 100 pounds. I guarantee it does.
Is it distributed in a way? Because a lot of times they got them big rucksacks or whatever it is, and they're distributed to where you can carry that. You don't want everything concentrated in like
one of those aluminum backpacks. You know what I mean? The old-fashioned style, where when you put it on, it just fits you and it becomes part of you, but it's still weight.
Well, you might need to reevaluate that.
Yeah, well, you're right. I'll probably put it on today and walk around and just see how much it tires me out. But my plan was to get as far as I could, take whatever I got with me further in, drop off stuff in certain locations and keep going deeper, get situated, and then come back to what I've dropped off here and there. You see what I mean? So kind of lightening the load as I go. But because if I leave my Jeep parked, they're going to look around that area to where I might be. And I'm going to get out of the area far enough where I can hide stuff as I'm going and then get situated. And I shouldn't be saying this on the daggone. They're listening.
suggest everybody within the next day or two, take a look at your preps. And if you're even prepped or not, I don't know. If you're not prepped, it's never too late. It's only, just have something. Get a bag, throw some stuff in it, some batteries, some first aid, some, basic necessities that you think you might need in a scramble.
Clothes. People forget about clothes. You need to get stuff that's going to be durable and last for a while. Shoes, man, shoes don't last long anymore, and that's hard. I mean, if you start,
I want to show you. Look, I invested in one of these, John boy. This is not like ski stuff. It's not ski rated, which it should be, honestly. But I got a Columbia jacket.
There you
it's
go.
Lightweight. It's got 2 layers inside. It's got the hood. This one's called the double whammy. Damn, it's like somebody got shot, didn't it?
I didn't hear it.
It's called double whammy. It's like 2 jackets in one. It's got all kind of inside pockets, but it's lightweight. It's warm. It's waterproof. It's essential. Like you said, clothes. That thing will cover up for you or whatever. That'll make up for your shirts. You know what I mean?
Listening to Naga Samurai, and he made a good point, and I didn't realize it. Excuse me. Wool. Get your wool blanket because it can get soaking wet and still keep you warm where cotton won't, or nylons and stuff. But wool, even wet, will keep you warm. Got Nathaniel Lee in the house. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, Nathaniel? Yo, invest in a couple of these too.
What's that?
They look weird, but we're not going for style points. These are compression socks. And like you said, they're not wool, but they dry quick. If you had to wash them in a creek, the materials is such where it would dry quick. And what they do is they keep your compressed and your calves compressed. So you don't tear a muscle or sprain your ankle.
That's a good. How much are those?
I don't know. They were like $12 on Amazon. They're probably cheaper now.
Okay. Yeah, that was my next question. Where do you get them? Have you ever heard of, well, it's called Gander now, but it used to be called Gander Mountain?
Right.
They probably don't have it now, but I went up there probably a little over a month ago, and they had all their camouflage clothing, shirts and pants were on sale, regular like $30. It was on sale for $9.99.
Damn, that's cheap.
And yeah, it was Mazio. I bought a couple of things of it.
I got like in mine, I got Solar Cane. I got them sprays for like sunburn and suntan, the SPF stuff. And then just in case you do get burnt, I got the stuff for that too, the cooling aloe. Because you might not think you're going to have a problem, but even if you're trekking through the woods, you can get sunburnt. You can get wind burnt.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
From my experience, it doesn't even take long with this sun anymore to get burnt. You can get fried quick with the sun.
I guess I was figuring on being out in the woods and it's shaded anyhow. That gum is gone again. Well, Bears Logan, appreciate you. How y'all doing today? Deaf Breed, man, how's it going over there in your country? He's back. He's back.
I need to just leave the phone alone.
It's all good.
Yeah, I got some stuff in here. You know what I mean? Not. I got safety glasses.
Hey, let me ask you something. You got any kind of fishing anything?
Any kind of what?
Like some hooks and fishing lines, so that way if you have to, you know, you can fish.
No, but I'm gonna go get some kind of shelter. I was thinking about getting either a tent or a small tarp, you know, and I'll probably grab some stuff too.
Get both, because you'll need that tarp to put over that tent and under it.
Yeah.
What I was thinking about, you know, I've got a tent, I got a little pup tent and stuff, and a tarp. And what I was going to do was like put the tarp down, put the tent on the tarp, pull the tarp over the tent, and then put wood, you know, make like a rugged shelter that you would do out in the woods if you didn't have anything. Put that over top of everything too.
Where you at? Yeah, that's like a dual purpose deal there.
Yeah.
Muck Boot Company makes great waterproof boots and wear them every day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a pair of them duck boots too. The Muck boots. I really like them. I found a pair yesterday for $20. I should have grabbed them. I just didn't have the money on me. This is what I got in my bag right now.
They're gone.
Only because the terrain that I got. They're comfortable. They can get me a couple miles with grip. You know what I mean? And then if I got boots, I can change them out. They're real leather.
And that's another thing, man. It's hard to find boots that are waterproof that are reasonably priced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you don't got muck boots or waterproof boots, you're going to be in trouble out here. You can't, I don't think regular old work boots is going to cut it if you got to hit 10, 20 miles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The best boots I ever had, they lasted me over 20 years, was some real military combat boots. Those were the best. And look, half of my stuff is military. My jackets and everything that are, look, they were issued to me in 86 and they still work to this day. So that's a lot of years. It's got a real high thread. You know, it don't rip. You can go through briars and everything. I mean, people don't understand. We're fixing to have to really go back to the old days in a way.
I don't know if these absorb cold, but these are going to be like the first thing I put on the trek through the woods. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the weather thing is like. I want to use them to get distance without slipping and sliding through the ice and shit over here, because even if you got duck boots and muck boots on, if it gets icy and cold, you're going to be fucking slipping and sliding through the woods.
Excuse me. Yeah, I spend most of my time outdoors.
You ever try to get up one of them little hills?
You know,
it ain't easy sometimes.
When I used to have my pit bull, I'd go out in the woods and I'd hit these ravines. Actually, it was like a river bank, and they would be like 30 foot high, steep. I had my pit bull on a leash, and I'd let him go up ahead of me to where the leash was taut, and I'd use him as an anchor to help me get up. And we worked together as a team. It was great. I wish I had that dog back. Dogs don't live long.
See that?
Yeah.
Water jacket. Rain slip. And then I got waterproof pants. These britches, I got them a little big so I can put stuff underneath them, but they're waterproof. These are just straight designed to repel water. Last thing you want to do is be soaking wet. And I got these on clearance at Walmart. Like I said, they're not thermal or nothing like that. They're just designed to keep the water off you. Whatever you're going to wear underneath, these are big enough to go over top.
You know, that's what those pants and shirts look like I got from Gander. That kind of pattern there.
Yeah, that's that Realtree.
Maybe it was Realtree I got. I thought it was Mazio. No, I think it was Mazio. Look, I got a Realtree sweatshirt on right now, man. That thing is thinner than a t-shirt, but it'll keep you warmer than a big sweater or sweatshirt.
Yeah. They're the ones I like. I like them ones like that. Yeah, I'm glad we're having this conversation because I want to get some fishing hooks and some fishing line.
I'll tell you something else to get. Get you some upholstery needles because they're curved. That way, since you got fishing line, if you get ripped open out there on your arm or leg or whatever, you can sew yourself up. You can make your own stitches.
Yeah. It's always good to have a little tube of super glue that's not real heavy, and that'll save you in a pinch too.
Yeah. I made some homemade drawing salve. So you get like a briar or something you can't get out, you can put this drawing salve on there and it'll pull out any infection or, foreign material that's in you.
Now, each bag that I have has food in it.
My problem is I got bags everywhere. I got stuff in my Jeep. I've got stuff in my shop. I've got stuff everywhere.
Each bag has a couple packs of food in it, survival food.
Yeah.
Cheesy lasagna, whatever. I got about 3 or 4 bags in each one. I also got electrolyte juice packs, just in case you need to get your electrolytes back up. These are Pedialyte for the kids, but for adults.
Okay. Yeah, I've got water purification stuff.
Oh yeah, not to mention I got the Life Straw too somewhere in here.
Yeah, I got a Life Straw. Then I got iodine tablets.
And I got about 200 packs of seeds.
Yeah, I don't have that many, but I've got some seeds also. Heirloom. Make sure they're heirloom. That way you can reuse those seeds. If they're GMO, it will not grow the same fruit back.
Yeah, some of them are not heirloom. Most of them are. I was consciously looking for the heirlooms, but hey, I grabbed some of the ones too that maybe I don't need the next round for. You know what I mean? Just something.
Yeah. Well, see, I learned this lesson years and years ago. I'm talking about 15 years ago or so. My dad had some corn he planted, and he loved that stuff. So he saved a couple of ears to where he could plant the kernels the next year, right? He planted a whole crop of corn that when the corn formed, it didn't really have kernels on it. And if it didn't line the kernels that spiraled up it was weird.
Earmuffs, John boy.
This is my earmuffs.
Well, the reason why I say earmuffs is because they can block out frequencies.
Oh. Hey, would earplugs work too?
I'm sure they would.
Because I've got earplugs. I don't have earmuffs.
Well, that's a military tactic. You hear Richie from Boston saying it, and a lot of other people saying it. They blast you with frequencies.
Yeah. But some of these frequencies, when they hit your whole body, they can mess you up. Not just your hearing part, but it's like a frequency that it'll give you stomach pains and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, because I'm a firm believer they got frequencies that you don't even hear traveling through the, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Especially
think about it. 5G is like a microwave, and a microwave works on a molecule, There you go. I got one of those too. Make sure you got there.
And
Hey,
I got a boatload of
JJ,
batteries, buddy. Just in case you're gonna need batteries too, man.
Well, check this out. I've got, and everybody should do this. I've at Walmart. I don't know if you have to order it offline. I don't know if they got it in the store, but they got this mini jump starter battery. Have you seen that? You can jump start the car with this thing, and it's no bigger than a daggum. What size should I say? It's not big at all. And I've also yeah, but check this out. Go to Harbor Freight. They've got a little solar cell that's a 12-volt charger. All right, it puts out 12 volts. You can charge that jump start battery up with that solar cell. Also, and this is a small solar cell. I mean, it's not maybe 10 inches tall and 4 inches wide, but it does the job. And when it really does, when it really does hit the fan, I would not have my cell phone or any electronic devices with me because they'll track you. JJ and AJ Gaming Squad, how you doing today? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Paris, I got helicopters that come over me. You need that link again, Enlighten? But you know what's weird? I have not seen the helicopter. I don't know. There you are.
Flipped it. Sorry, buddy.
The helicopters haven't been cruising me like they've been doing. Oh, it's all good. You're having John Boy moments.
Yeah. So we urge you just to get some batteries and get one of them solar charger packs too. Because you never know, bro. If you're not a truther, if you're not a prepper, if you're not anything, if you're just a little old quilter or you're just a supporter on YouTube, we're not just saying this to say it. Because the reason being, it get a backpack, throw some essential supplies in it, because you don't want to be a burden to somebody else if they come across you and you're going to be using up all their supplies that they took a little bit of time and prep for. You don't want to be a burden on the next man. At least have enough to tell your own weight, We
got Lady Liberty Speaks in the house and Trent P. Fam TV Arcade Gaming in the house. How y'all doing? Hey, Lady Liberty, I was going to touch base on this. Yeah, that's a good deal on that solar charger system. But the problem is, if you're trying to go mobile out in the woods, it's too big to carry. Just don't say I'll show you the size of it, and it works fine for. I mean, if you're mobile out, this is what you really need. And I'll be right back. Hold the fort down, Cafe.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. And people always ask me all the time and say, "Why don't you have it set up like a little shack or something out in the woods here in Jersey, like a little bunker, a little go-to spot, a little blind, something you can retreat to?" Because I don't plan on staying in Jersey. Do you know what I mean? What I have with me is to get me out of Jersey, because Jersey's surrounded by water and you'd have to take one of the main big bridges to get out of Jersey. So, in like the next month or two, probably within the next month, I'd say I'm not going to be in Jersey. Like if something does happen now, I got enough to where I could swim across the Delaware River if I had to, at the river gap and get into Philly or get into Delaware. But I would do it. You know what I mean? But the plan is not to have any kind of fort that I would retreat to here. It would be to the plan has always been to exit Jersey. Trying to read the chat. What is up, guys? Yeah, and I like that solar system. And you can get little solar packs, the little Patriot packs or solar pack. I don't know what they're called, but you can get almost anything knockoff cheap. But I totally am interested in that solar panel setup, and I'm going to talk to my friend today about maybe investing in one of them.
Hey, I'm going to take over the stream real quick so I can show this whole thing. But you can get this solar cell right here from Harbor Freight, and it's got an end on it that you can plug in. Like right now, I got alligator clips on it because I keep it on the lawnmower battery. But it also comes with like a 12-volt socket, socket to plug into your cigarette lighter and stuff like that. But this right here, this is a 12-volt solar cell, and if you have like one of them mini starters, jump starter batteries like I'm talking about, this will charge it up, and you won't have to worry about anything.
Heck yeah. And they're probably not even that much. Probably no more than $20 for that thing, right?
Oh, I think it's under $15, to be honest with you. I can't remember. I bought it years ago. I keep it on my lawnmower battery, and you know how lawnmower batteries are, right? The lawnmower battery's over 3 years old and it still starts it. So it works.
Yeah. And we're not trying to get you to buy into the fear porn, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a special place and time. We said we weren't going to talk about it today. We kind of just went with the chat. We're just flowing, right? God led us to the point where he said, let's just bring some people up on, kick some survival gear stuff around. I'm no expert. I don't got the biggest, shiniest, best equipped bug out bag. My bug out bag is not for show. It's not to win prizes. It's to get me out of mother effing point A and get me to mother effing point B, by any means necessary. That's what it's for. So if there's a purpose.
I'm going to tell you something else I did, Cafe. Some of my bags and stuff were bright colors. You know what I did?
Yeah.
I go to daggum Dollar General, get a $1.40 can of flat black spray paint, and I spray paint everything to take the color down. It don't have to be dye.
That's what I did. Like too. I purposely chose odd colored dark bags. Nothing neon, nothing bright, nothing reflective.
Matter of fact, I'll show you what I did. All right, hang on.
What I wanted to say to you guys was, we're not trying to get you to spend all your money, but take them dollar bills in a time of crisis, and they're going to be useless. If you got $15 and you can buy that solar cell, I promise you that'll pay dividends in the long run.
If y'all can see that bag, this bag right here is my medical bag, but it was blue. I'm talking about sky blue. Well, I got some spray paint. I got gray, brown, and black, and I camouflaged it myself.
And that's all you need.
I just wanted to knock the blue off of it. You know what I mean?
I even had my bag sitting outside for a couple days, not in weather, but just to get the smell of what I got going on in the house off of them. Oh yeah, that right there, buddy.
That's just one of them. I got knives everywhere because you're gonna need a knife, and you're gonna need some sort of saw if you get out there in the woods. You're gonna have some way to cut stuff because you just gotta sit back. Everybody needs to relax this weekend and sit back and just evaluate what you have and what you don't have.
And listen, don't go broke trying to get, the best of everything. Just get what you can get. If you can get, like you said, a little portable saw, you can get them cheap. You don't need the one that Richie from Boston's selling for however amount of money. You don't need the best one. If that thing, you use it once or twice, you got your money's worth.
And check this out. All those seeds you got in life, it would be good to have a camp shovel. That way you can break up the ground pretty good. You're going to need a shovel. Especially if you're doing, in the Army, the latrines, they had to, you got to dig a spot because you don't want that on top of the ground.
You don't. You don't. And you're absolutely right, John Boy. That's another thing. And if you guys have an army surplus around you, I suggest you hit it up because they're going out of business. Weren't we talking about this before? They're closing them all down. They're not like they used to be.
They can't get the supplies now. That's the whole problem. I told you about that one where that army, I was getting MREs, right? And I went in there and he didn't have any. He said he didn't know when he'd get any. Just checked back. And I checked back and I checked back. And finally he told me what happened. He said, and he don't know if they were military or not, but these people come in an army truck in uniform. Evidently they didn't have insignias on it or something, but they came in there and took all his MREs.
Well, they probably were some kind of militia.
Must have been. But he was kind of on the scared side, you know what I mean? Because like he said, I don't think they're military, but they look military.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to too. I know right now, if I had to go on foot, I could get to Delaware, Maryland with what I got right now. Do you know what I mean? I could. Yeah. And then at that point, I'll have to figure something out as far as snacks and whatnot. At that point, you know what I mean?
My deal is get you a book on where's that book? I got one. It's a paperback, but it's what's the name of it? But anyhow, it's a survival book, and it shows you how to make all sorts of snares and traps to catch rabbits and squirrels and stuff like that. It shows you how to tie every knot there is to tie with rope. It shows you how to build shelters. It shows you everything. It doesn't weigh much. And it shows you what wild edibles to eat, and it shows you what poisonous plants are. That's something everybody needs, is some sort of survival book that's, that they can carry with them, because you can't remember everything.
And like John Boy said, a little shovel, even if you got your little garden shovel. Again, guys, this is not fucking who's got the biggest, the baddest. We're not competing with each other. You might need that little shovel in a pinch. That's all we're saying. We don't need to get a perfect combat shovel or the ones with the weapons and the axes. Even if you got a little garden shovel, it's perfect. And what he just said about that, the key word he said was book, because it's not digital, it's physical. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the problem nowadays. Everybody's on that Google. And Google's, I'm telling you, well, I'm not trying to spread, but all right.
You're just keeping it real, John. That's what we do. Let's wake people up. That's what we do. We wake them up, make them aware.
For the last month, I got TV, right? I only pick up 2 stations, from Jackson, Tennessee. I'm so far out in the sticks, that's all I can pick up. But for a month, they've been talking about they're having a frequency change on March 13th, which was yesterday, right? That everybody needs to rescan their TVs if you have cable or satellite, you don't have to worry about it. But if you have antenna, you got to rescan your TV to pick up the station, right? Mm-hmm. I can't pick up anything. I have scanned and scanned and scanned. I cannot, and all I used it for was to get a general idea of what the weather was going to be, because they're never right either. But now I can't even get an idea about the weather. The only communication I have right now with the outside world is this.
Yo, what is up, Barefoot Adventures? He's first time in here. We're just talking about some basic things that we need for bug out or bug in situation. Again, I'll clarify this, Barefoot Adventures. I'm no expert. My name is Enlightened Cafe. We're just talking about some common sense things that you need in your bug out bag and common sense things that you don't need in your bug out bag, because a lot of people think it's a fashion show, or they think, first time preppers, just getting into this stuff, think you need to throw a bunch of money at it and make all the problems go away. No, you got to get familiar with some of the things in your bag, and they have to serve a purpose, and Barefoot Adventures, I'm sure with a name like that, you're probably into some kind of outdoors.
He's got over 2,000 subscribers. I hit your subscribe button. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah,
Man,
thanks
I'm
for
responding to people. It's just hard, man. There's so many people that, chat and leave comments and come into the live streams. It takes me a minute to get back to your channel, but I will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me and John Boy been doing this for a while, right? And we don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but the people that we do have are quality. We love each and every one of them, no more, no less. And we try to show love and support them when we can. When they're doing a live or something, we go hang out with them. And we got a nice little network going.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're talking about this stuff today is because we care. Honestly, I care. Oh, I don't want to see anybody in a situation. I don't want to be in a situation myself. And we're not trying to scare anybody. We said we weren't going to talk about the other thing. But I know God gave me this life, and I want to try to extend it as long as I can in an uncertain time.
Right. Oh, yeah, Mike Morales, he's got it figured out. It's just people don't understand. He goes, how's he put it? Weather warfare. People look at that like, that's crazy. That's unbelievable. It's true. And you know how, check this out. This is the biggest problem I got, Kevin. You tell me geoengineering is climate change, and they go, well, I don't believe they're geoengineering, but I believe they're changing the weather. I go, well, that's climate change in the weather. But it's weird.
Yeah, ain't that something?
They believe they can change the weather, but they don't believe in geoengineering. I'm like, come on.
Where's all this sulfur coming from? They're pumping it out of some factory somewhere. It might look like a little mom and pop bread shop, but that thing's pumping out sulfur enough to cover the whole sky and interact with them chemtrails. And Mike Morales exposes that. He exposes the spots where I believe they got it on some kind of barge or a ship and they move it around.
They do. And they're injecting it into the water of the ocean. They're injecting iron oxide into the water. That's where we're getting these red plumes of algae, is because they're injecting iron oxide into the water. And at the same time, they're blowing the same stuff in the air that the airplanes are spraying out. It's just crazy. It's unbelievable, because when I first started hearing about chemtrails and this, that, and other, I was like, there is no way they can sit there and do this worldwide. Well, guess what?
That was back when we believed in money, right? That was back when I believed in money. There's no way they could finance that operation. Well, I didn't realize that they print the money. If they need fuel, they just buy it from Iran with, fake money. They get it from Saudi with fake money, like printed money that they're never going to pay the debt back. Do you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to them, guys. Like I was lost back then. I'm like, and that would be my argument. There's no way they could fund that.
Well,
I didn't realize they were devil's advocate.
I understand these people that are new to this, and they hear us talk about chemtrails and spraying planes and this, and they're like, man, these people are crazy. I was there once, but I mean, I got woke up. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was hard to stomach this.
What woke me up was these mass shootings and, because I've seen the chemtrails. I believed in the Illuminati and all that stuff. But 9/11, if we can say that word, on that day, my perspective totally, I pumped the brakes on that one way of looking at things, and I opened my mind up.
Exactly. You have to. Even, I mean, the way I do things, I'll get new information, and I'm not going to jump on it right then, but I'm going to think about it. I'm going to analyze it, and I'm going to do a little more, investigation. And, I eventually come to conclusion, yeah, it's 100% correct, or not throwing this out here. It's like some channels. Yeah, there's good information and bad information, but you got to learn what to pick out of what you're watching. Hey, Jordan Woodworking, how you doing?
What convinced me was they got 4 planes. You don't just get 4 planes in America. that was like the biggest red flag to me. That was like, you know, hell no. That made it smell real funky. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Interesting things about to head out. And she left a little message here. And
that's the guy right there. That's interesting things. Miss Things is the wife. Thank you. Interesting Things.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, you got Interesting Things and you got Miss Things. She's the better half of Interesting Things. I'm not trying to be funny. Interesting Thing. I don't know. I say dumb shit.
That's expected from people like us.
Who said that to begin with? Now that we're saying, I say it, you know, like somebody's better half. That's his partner in life. That's his.
Yeah, exploring Ginger in the house. And look, look. We got Kicking with Ben in the background. Let me jump Kicking with Ben up here.
We got Ginger. What are you today, Ginger? I like Ben. He's all right.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Yo, what is up, Ben?
Man,
have you been listening?
I didn't get a chance to talk to you last night.
Excuse me?
I said I didn't get a chance to talk to you.
I said, have you been listening?
Off the panel. Oh, I'm sorry, Lane. I'm going to shut up now.
No, go ahead. We got this delay, and it causes us to pump fake each other out, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so those of you in the chat, don't think I'm being rude or John Boy's being rude. We're both on delay, so by the time we start talking, we think we're giving the other person plausible cause, and we just end up butting head. But we mean no harm or disrespect. Welcome, Ben.
No, I don't look at it that way. I'm sitting here looking at a chemtrail right now.
All you gotta do is look up. I mean,
hey, you see them crisscross like an X a lot of times, too.
Man, I'm watching them flying one. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, around here, I'll see one flying, and there's one behind it at a 45-degree angle, less than a quarter mile behind it, spraying right behind them.
Yeah, we got 3 military bases within 100 miles from here. In about the last month, maybe a little longer, they've been extra active.
They were 2 days ago, man. They were doing real high altitude stratospheric injections. I'm talking about, that's what I call stratospheric injections, because these were way up there, but they were going north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast. They were headed all over the place. And then you had the lower altitude ones that always like to go west to east. And I need a good camera where I can document this stuff, because this daggum tablet camera and stuff, it just ain't showing what I need to show.
But you know, no, I ain't gonna get on that, son. I ain't getting on that, son.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I said, have you been listening, or are you just jumping in? Because, yeah,
I've been listening for a little while I was busy at the start. I was just listening in.
We're just trying to be positive today. We're not going to focus on dark matter. We're going to try to.
Yeah, let's don't talk about the stores or nothing like that.
Have a good old day, man.
Lady Liberty, Kicking with Ben's down in Florida, in Panhandle of Florida.
Yeah, just north of Panama City. I'm around 15, 20 minutes from the Alabama state line.
Oh, you're in Floribama. You ever been to the Miss Alabama or Floribama?
Actually, I live in Marianna.
Huh?
I'm about an hour north of Panama City.
You ever been to the mullet contest, the mullet toss?
You talking about the seafood festival in Apalachicola?
Is that where it is? I know it's right up on the Florida-Bama border.
No, I ain't
Right.
heard of that.
They got a big bar. It's like a biker bar, 24/7, like you'd see in the movies, up on stilts, and they do a mullet toss.
That must be back over more towards Pensacola.
Yeah, it's up Pensacola way.
Yeah, that's about I don't know, a couple of hours from me.
But if you want to kick in good time, Ben, I'd go check that out.
I'm right here less than an hour from what they call the Peanut Festival that we have once a year.
You ever been to Gulf
It's
Shores?
pretty good outfit.
You ever been to Gulf Shores, Alabama?
They ain't much of nothing around where I live. They ain't much of nothing.
Been to Gulf Shores. It's right down the road from Pensacola. I mean, Pascagoula.
Good old Pascagoula. Yo, check this out, John Boy. This is the last thing I want to show you before, and we'll just go back to what we're doing.
All right.
Whatever. Check this out. All right, guys.
I'm gonna put you on the whole screen. There you
Now,
go. You're still here, man.
This is a must for your bug out bag, guys. All right. I found this little gem on a video on YouTube, right? It's toothache, tooth relief, whatever it is. And I swear by this stuff. You put a couple drops, a little dab will do you. You won't feel no fucking pain for days, if ever again. I don't know what it does.
You know what it is?
It's got that little red
Clove oil.
Clove oil, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got some other stuff in there too. They got a nice little mix. Whatever the stuff is, it's worth the $5, dude. Because if you ever had a toothache, this is 1,000 times better than ibuprofen. It's right up next to the doctor pulling it out, the dentist. Comes with little
What do you
cotton
get?
swab. CVS, Rite Aid, Walmart. It's only like $5 too. And I'll tell you what, this thing saved my hide, dude. Put that in your bag. Small lifesaver.
I've got that and a 500 count bottle of ibuprofen just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Liberty says she thinks clove oil, straight clove oil, is better, but that's her opinion.
It is. It's amazing. But if you
You
don't
know-
have access to clove oil, you can get this right at Rite Aid or whatever. You know, I'm a city slicker. We ain't got much wilderness out here. What'd she say?
Yeah, you're in a bad spot, man. You're like, I mean, your state is small anyhow and congested full of people. Yeah,
Mhm.
moonshine's good. Exploring ginger, you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it to sterilize, and you can use it to forget about stuff.
My experience, though, if you run out of moonshine, you feel it the next day, buddy.
Oh yeah,
Whatever it took. Like if you got a toothache, you might not feel it that night, but it'll come back 10 times worse the next day.
and from my experience with moonshine, if you get drunk off of it, the next day everything tastes and smells like moonshine.
Mhm.
It does, man. It don't matter if it's a hot dog or dog poop. It tastes or not that I'm tasting dog poop, but dog poop smells like moonshine.
Yeah, that's true.
John Boy, you just told on yourself, buddy.
Oh no.
Yo, the trolls are gonna love that. If you're watching the other Tennessee couple, you know, oh, he eats dog poop. He's sacrilegious. Oh,
Well,
man.
most people know that's a figure of speech.
Yeah,
Well,
we
look.
got one. We got a special one that follows us that turns every little thing into something else.
I messed up yesterday and said if I have to bug out, my poor dog's pregnant and I might be eating puppies. And then I was like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. I was just joking. But because I'm going to have to take my little dog with me. I got her stocked up with food too, man. I mean, But she can hunt on her own. You know what I mean? She's gonna have to provide for herself a lot.
Yeah, she's gonna have to find a way, right?
Yeah. Well, I know she can. When she was 9 months old, she killed a possum that was bigger than her. Let it sit and rot for 5 days, and then went and ate it. I'm like, oh my goodness. She's a little min pin. I didn't know those dogs were that crazy. Oh, Paris Logan said she even has a donkey to carry her survival bag.
Oh,
A
yeah.
donkey's a good thing to have, man. Those things, you know, there's been several cases of where people have had donkeys out in the mountains, and a donkey will kill a mountain lion. A donkey will fight a mountain lion and kill it. Did y'all know that?
Yep. I seen a horse kick another horse and kill it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a video on YouTube. But them things are powerful, man.
Mm-hmm. But they have their moments. Stubborn as a mule.
There's a video online where a deer was running all crazy and it ran up to a horse and the horse kicked it and killed it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm talking about gave it a good one too. Boom.
I wonder if that deer had that chronic wasting disease. That's the problem around here, man. The deer is not safe to eat anymore in like 7 counties, and I'm included. And it's moving further north.
I don't know if anything's safe to eat anymore.
Well, look, I can put food outside on the ground and nothing will eat it for days at all. I mean, there's no more possums around here. There's no coons. There's no foxes. I have squirrels. That's the only thing I have left here is squirrels, buzzards, and those little chickadee birds. You know, the barn birds that make nests everywhere. That's the only thing. I have not seen a cardinal, blue jay, mockingbird, or anything in 3 years. You can't eat squirrel anymore. How come?
They are rare, buddy.
I can't eat squirrel anyhow. I hand raised 2 baby ones that didn't have hair on them, and I kept them for 7 years. And man, I'm gonna tell you, a squirrel. Once you release them, they turn wild instantly. Believe me. But man, these things had personalities that you wouldn't believe. I love a squirrel, but don't get bit by one. I got bit. The one, he turned wild, man. That's what I'm saying. And I thought he was still my tame little squirrel. That joker realized he was in my hands and sat there and bit through the fingerprint side of my finger, and the tooth went all the way to the back of my nail. I bled for like a half hour. I mean, drop.
Yeah, we had my uncle caught a couple squirrels when we were kids. They're pretty cool.
I used to love squirrel gravy and stuff, but man, I mean, if it came down to it, I might still eat them. But
somebody in the chat a while back said, "Don't leave the squirrels alone."
Well, Paris said you can't eat squirrels anymore, and I was just wondering, could you tell me why? I mean, do they have some sort of disease now, or?
They probably do. Got so much stuff, John.
Yeah. What are you doing, Ben? You taking it easy today?
I'm sitting here getting educated.
I find that hard to believe, Ben. I believe you're more advanced than most of us.
No, I wouldn't say that.
You're a survivor, buddy. If it came down to it, you gonna survive.
Oh, I know I'm gonna survive.
That's why I said believe that.
The biggest thing you gotta worry about is getting robbed.
Exactly.
I ain't even got to worry about that. That's only gonna end one way. And I'm not gonna say it can't be me on the other end, but that's how it's gonna end for one of us.
Well, it would have to be catching me from behind.
Exactly.
It would have to be.
And you got a little epidemic down where you're at. They're all tweaked out down there, so you're on that
Man.
high-speed chicken feed.
Hey, that's bad around here where I'm at.
It's getting bad up here now too, in New Jersey.
What
Believe it
about
or
that
not.
old mayor stuff?
That
Yep.
high-speed chicken feed.
Yeah, you heard about that mayor, the ex-mayor or mayor, they caught him over in Tallahassee the last couple of days. You heard about that, didn't you?
No,
Yeah, they went in the motel room and he was in the bathroom puking and all that, and the other guy was in the main part of the room. He was puking. Ex-mayor from Miami, I think.
What I mean,
He's
what
on-
was it? Meth?
fentanyl.
Smoking that man.
Man, I've seen that stuff ruin a lot of people's lives, man. I knew a guy. He was so against meth. He hated anybody that, did meth. He did not like them. And you know what? That joker wound up on meth.
That's the way it happened.
What is
Can
that?
opener.
Yeah. You know what I've got?
Nerve painkiller. I found this in the little store.
You know
I don't
what
how
I
good
use for a can opener? And I've been using it for 15 years. Army P38.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
That
mean?
little John Wayne. I like that little John Wayne.
Solar came.
But yeah, those little P38s, you can put them on your key ring.
Fluoride free, buddy.
You know, you can use pine needles too if you have to. You can brush your teeth with pine needles. It will clean your teeth because of the turpentine in it and leave your breath piney fresh.
Nasal gel. This is just a few little whatnots.
All right, Susie. Susie said she got to go. Thank you for coming in, Susie. You have a blessed day.
Yeah, I guess you was in here a little while before I came in. You've been running an hour and a half, or right around an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I came in and started listening probably about 45 minutes ago to an hour, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if you were up that early.
I was up getting coffee at Hardee's this morning about 6 o'clock.
Not the Roy Rogers.
The Roy Rogers.
I went in there one time in Mobile, Alabama, in Tillman's Corner. I ordered the biscuits and gravy, and they gave me a biscuit with a bite out of it. I went back in there and I threw the motherfucking thing at the people. My girl lost her motherfucking mind, boy. She said, "We don't do that here in Alabama. You Jersey boy."
Wilburkin still in there?
Huh?
Jordan Wilburkin, he's still in the chat?
Yeah. He said, "Hey, kicking with Ben."
Yeah, hey, Jordan.
Hey, I went to McDonald's one time and got the big deluxe breakfast with the pancakes and all. And I was sitting there getting down to the last bit of pancakes. And, and I thought it was, how when you cook pancakes, you get the little burnt, crusty parts of pancakes and stuff. I just thought it was little specks of that. I got to looking. That plate didn't have ants.
Huh.
Yeah, from McDonald's, man.
Well, ants are everywhere, buddy.
Yeah, but you shouldn't get it in your McDonald's big breakfast.
You ever
Yeah,
had
that
any
ant-
good place for 'em?
They can be pesky.
I'm having a problem with them right now, man.
Yeah, they all over the place down here.
I've
You know what
got.
I see? I
What's
just put a
that?
big sugar pile outside. Let them go over that way. You know what I mean?
They say that you can take your shovel and take a scoop from one ant bed, throw it on another one, and take a scoop from that one, throw it back on that one. They'll kill their thing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
I got fire ants out the butter. I think this whole county's one big fire ant nest, man.
Mm.
And I got the crazy ants. Y'all saw that video. Those crazy ants love electronics. They will destroy circuit boards and everything, man.
Yeah,
might
they're
be
bad
more-
about building up against the air conditioner too.
Yeah, those fire ants.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Whew.
They might be Japanese robots.
Well, think about it. You got ants that are attracted to electronics and electrical currents. That leads me to believe they were made in a lab.
They probably was.
But that's my conspiracy mind, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Inquiring man.
Oh, it's against the law to inquire anymore.
Yeah. Do not question authority.
Do what we say, not as we do. And I was going to make this point last night, and I can't hardly remember it now. But if people don't believe our government is crazy, all you got to do is look at what the Democrats was doing to Trump, and that shows you their mindset, and they're out for us even more than they're out for Trump. I mean, the whole worldwide government system, they're out for the people. And those Democrats acting the way they did is just an example of their thinking.
I thought it was gonna be me that got on that subject.
I can't help it, man.
I know it. I've been sitting here fighting it myself. I was hoping one of y'all two would break down.
Well, that subject's over with now, Ben. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's gonna slip in there somehow.
I know it did with me. And
You'll be neck deep before you realize.
Yeah. And like we wasn't going to talk about the main topic, and that's the first thing we started talking about when we started this. And we got
I bet it was.
It's hard not to, man. It's on everybody's minds. All this is on everybody's minds. And there's nothing we can do about anything but talk about it.
That's it. That's all.
Now, the solution would be if we could get everybody to understand that they are real people, and the people are the people that's supposed to be running the country, not these people that are politicians. These politicians are supposed to be our voice. These senators are supposed to be the voice of the states for the people. But they're getting up there with, how can I make some money?
You know why they do it like that? Because they know there's a shadow government that runs the government. So they just get up there and they're actors. That's why they're actors, John. They get up there and do whatever they do, but it's all about how much money they can embezzle at the time.
Exactly. Hey, Hardizani. Hardizani's in the house.
No career politician.
Hell, Lamar Alexander's been a senator and governor and stuff for ever since I can remember as a kid. In Tennessee. And he got caught up in some sort of truck stop gas station scam somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, probably looking for little boys and shit.
No, it was something to do with taxation or something. I don't know. It was something to do with how they're finagling the gas price. I don't know. They were making kickbacks. I mean, they made laws to where they can make it legal for them. And we got American Life in the Philippines in the house. Hello, hello. I made it to over 1,000 subscribers on his channel. He's who helped get me to where I am today. Him and Super Dave 44 in a Light and Cafe.
Nah, you did it all yourself, but you just showed up. By you clicking that live, you activated the powers that be. Remember, you told me that. That was a good lesson you taught me too. It's only YouTube. When you turn it off, it's all.
Right. Well, that's what that's what I don't get. These people commit suicide over getting bullied on YouTube. Well, if you don't want to get bullied on YouTube, don't go to YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. I mean, really? I mean, what reality are these people in to where they physically kill themselves over a daggum, whatever you call this virtual world? Is YouTube is a virtual world. Power goes out, it don't exist.
I met some real good connections on here, so you can meet solid people, but if you continually to run into problems, then maybe YouTube is not for you, buddy. Like, I like hanging out drama-free, good old people, but every now and again you encounter shit and you learn what to do and not to do over and over again. Some people, John, they just don't want to come out of no problem. They're just drama-driven.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention any names, but I know one that, man, I just don't understand how they say, I'm not about drama, and they start talking about drama. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. I
started
started
a little bit there, John boy.
It's expected. I've got overcast, rainy skies today, and it messes up my AT&T signal. Yeah, Hard as Zany said, they must be weak-minded people. Well, I was talking about, I don't know, a couple of live streams ago where back in the 80s when I was in high school, they had this song come out talking about short people, and short people don't deserve to live. We had a short person. I'm not talking about midget. I'm talking about short, they weren't as tall as the rest of us. Killed themselves. And a lot of people killed themselves across this nation over that song, man. That was before, I think, wait a minute. That was even before MySpace. You know what I mean? I mean, that's before the internet, that stuff happened. Off of radio, off a song.
There's some people that don't know before the internet.
I remember the only way you get popcorn was if you sat there and poured the kernels in a pot with some oil in it and shook it on top of the eye of the stove. And then they came out with the Jiffy Pop that had the aluminum thing that would expand. That was the big deal. I remember 4 microwaves.
We used to get the big jar of popcorn and pop that shit up like all the time.
I remember when cigarettes was less than $1 a pack.
Oh, yeah, me too. I remember
25 in a pack. You remember them?
How many?
25 packs of Marlboro and Newport.
Yeah, I used to buy those.
I remember when gas was 27 cents a gallon. And then it went up to like 32 cents. And then we were going on a vacation and we're in Virginia and the gas was like 42 cents a gallon. And my dad said, I'll be damned if I stop and pay that much when I know I can get it for 32 cents a gallon. And my mom's like, we're not in Tennessee and we're about to run out of gas.
My mom would be doing life in prison right now, John Boy, if we had the snowflakes back then like they got now. Because I used to go to the store and get lottery tickets, cigarettes, liquor, beer, all with a note from mama. You know what I'm saying? And I used to drink it too. And I used to smoke cigarettes. And these snowflakes would have my mom jailed up for some of the shit she let us do. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just times of I remember before there's aluminum cans, man. You remember when I used to have like your pop bottle was glass and it had some styrofoam wrapped around it. That was the newest thing.
Well, we used to walk around and pick up Coke bottles and turn them in. I think it was a nickel or a dime a piece.
Yeah. I did that too as a kid. We'd walk up to the neighborhood store, and on the walk, we'd pick up enough bottles out of the ditch that we could buy us some candy and a pop.
Yep.
Good old days, man.
Yeah, these kids will never experience anything like that.
I wonder how many kids have climbed a tree in the last 4 years.
I ain't seen a kid climb a tree in a long time.
I've been holding myself back for the last 4 months. I have had the urge to climb a tree, and I'm like, man, I'm 51 years old. Do I really need? But I'm still got the. I climbed a tree about 3 years ago. I really did.
Yeah, the last tree I climbed was about 4 years ago. I climbed a pine tree straight to the top.
I climbed a cedar tree. That was hard to do. You know how they got all those little branches coming out. But I just wanted to get to a point where I could see my surroundings. You know what I mean?
I just did it because I ain't did it in a while. Like you said, I just said, hey, let me just.
You know what?
Good
I'm
old
going to make a video of me climbing a tree today. I'm going to go climb a tree today.
That shit'll go viral.
I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Look at this old white boy, he crazy.
Yeah. He's a hillbilly for sure. And look, the best way to climb a tree is barefooted because you can dig your toes into the bark, man. Shoot, I used to climb trees for real. I had a friend, he said, and this is back in the 80s. He said, I'd never seen anything like it because I hadn't talked to him in 10 years. But the last time I saw him, he goes, man, I ain't never seen anything like it, Johnny. He goes, I remember when we were kids, you'd sit there and kick your shoes off and climb up a tree. I'm like, yeah, you got to get your toes digging into the bark. You know, trees you can't wrap your arms around.
Yeah.
I'm going to climb a tree today, y'all. I know I am.
That's a good video, Johnny.
I better do it live in case I fall out of it and break my neck and I ain't able to post it. So
that's the new challenge right there, the climb a tree challenge.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Instead of that skull buster challenge, man, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, these kids are weirdos eating Tide Pods and shit. Like,
yeah. Well, they are delicious.
I mean, they are. They are, but
hey, Ben, you ever ate a Tide Pod before?
No, hell no.
All right, Ben, what's the craziest thing you ate?
I've eaten possum before.
Yeah, a little cayenne pepper. That ain't so bad.
A little
no, it ain't so good neither.
Bake them up. That cayenne pepper sets it up. The Creole seasoning, the Tony Chachere.
Oh, that.
Should I say I tried it? I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it. I tried it.
Well, let me ask you, Ben. The best way I heard the best way I heard to eat possum is you got to catch them live and feed them corn for 2 weeks before you know, process them.
Yeah,
You got to
grain
clean
feed.
the system out. Yeah.
Now I like coon, and that's the way we do them. We're grain
Okay.
feed.
I've never had either.
Maybe that's what I had. Maybe I had a grain fed one.
Hopefully.
But I was out there in
Well,
I was out
that's the
there.
way you do it. That's the way you do a hog when you feed a hog a lot of slop. Just before you're gonna butcher the hog, grain feed it for a week or two.
That kind of goes back on that old saying, living high on the hog. You know about the high hog and the low hog, right? You feed that high hog the grain, and that low hog that's below it is eating the grain out of the poop of the hog that's above it. And that's the ones they take to the slaughterhouse. Believe it or not. What were you saying about that possum cafe?
I said, that's probably the possum that I had. I ate that sucker down in Slidell, Louisiana. They baked it with cayenne pepper and some spices or whatnot. I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, hell, I didn't eat no possum before or after that. But I said, you know, in a pinch, you could live off of that.
Oh, yeah. Imagine you live off armadillo. It's like a possum in a shell.
Like that turtle soup was all right.
I heard there's 7 kinds of tasting meat in there. I've never had turtle.
That shit was good.
Yeah, I've had turtle.
Gator meat was phenomenal.
It was stewed.
The turtle?
Yeah.
You
Potatoes, carrots, onions, celery.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all make me
You
hungry.
ever had a grilled gator?
Uh-uh.
I've never had gator. I've had frog leg.
Yo, that gator's better than chicken, buddy.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Is it kind of like got the texture of fish, or what? What's the texture like?
Just like chicken.
Okay. I've never had, there's a guy that goes to Louisiana that lives up here, and he comes back with a lot of gator, and he's got people that buy it from him.
Yeah, they cook the tails. That's all I had was the tail. I didn't have nothing else.
I've never eaten snake either.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Well, if it comes down to a pinch, and I'm hungry. Shoot, I was hungry one time. I was kind of broke and just surviving, and I was eating these daggum black raspberries. And daggone, I looked over there, and there's this big old green grasshopper, and I'm like, man, you look kind of tasty, but I ain't made it to that point yet. But I sure looked at that grasshopper like it might be good. So I think you'll eat about anything if it comes down to it. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Because I'd never want to eat a grasshopper. But when one starts looking tasty to me, that means I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Got interesting things back in the chat. How you doing? Welcome back. Man, all my daggum notifications are popping up with that C word in it. I'm getting tired of that, y'all.
Not the new C word.
Yeah, the C word.
How about we call it the D word?
It doesn't
Distraction
matter.
2020, guys. Distraction 2020.
Yeah. That's what we need to call it. There you go. Make a hashtag of that. Distract. Well, then we'll be promoting it.
Yo, this is Tennessee whiskey. We used to make these cigars called Little Smoky. Old Smoky.
Yeah.
You ever had it?
You drinking some whiskey this morning?
Old Smoky. It's the best.
I went to the liquor store and bought some daggum, and I thought it'd be good moonshine. Oh, who's that daggum? It was a NASCAR guy. What was his name? Man, I thought, you know what? This ought to be some good moonshine. It's made by a NASCAR driver that, was back in the shining days, right? Man, that stuff tasted like daggum PGA. It wasn't, that store-bought moonshine is not moonshine.
No, it ain't moonshine.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, the moonshine might be terrible, but I promise you, them glasses are grade A quality moonshine jars. We used to make them, so I know what they're all about. As for the moonshine, I can't attest to that, but them glasses, I've dropped them things on the ground and they bounce. Bing, bing, bing.
Where can you get them? Or it only goes to the moonshine company?
They only go to the moonshine company, but I got a case of them downstairs. You want me to send you one or two?
I can send you one back full of something. Some real stuff.
How about you hold on to that and I'll meet you down there. We'll share that together.
All right. You're making me want to go get my little jar right now.
Because I'm not sticking around here, John Boy. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah.
I can't stand these damn Yankees up this motherfucker.
Damn. There you go. Cafe can't stand those Yankees. That's unbelievable.
I can't stand these fucking. They don't even know what they done by doing what they did.
Yeah. Interesting thing says I have eaten raw octopus. That is the craziest thing I've ever ate.
Yeah, chat. What's the craziest shit y'all ate? Look, this is what the weather's like here, John Boy, today.
Well, that's nice.
It's beautiful, right?
I think it's supposed to be in the low 80s here today.
I think it might get up to 52 today. It was 80-something degrees 2 days ago and humid like a sauna. And then right after that, it didn't break 50 yesterday. And today, I mean, it's 50 right now.
That's your northeast sky check right there, live and direct, buddy.
There you go. That's, I mean, the clouds don't really look that natural, but it's still, I see a little blue. Which blue don't look natural anymore either, does it?
I reckon not. There's the sun.
There you go. Interesting. Oh, is that really? That's. You know what I think? I'll go ahead.
It's got that cloud around it. See it?
And you know how they make that cloud follow that sun all day? It's the focal point of the light going through photoactive chemicals. You know, like you got glasses that tint when you go out in the sun and untint when you go in the house. They've got those kind of chemicals up there. So your focal point, it don't matter where you are in the United States, you're going to see those clouds in front of that sun.
Yo, these little ball things hurt your feet.
Oh, yeah. Gumballs.
I'm out here barefooted. I'm getting some grounding.
Don't give away your location.
Oh, look, there's a camera right there as we speak. See it?
Hang on. You know, giving you the whole screen doesn't really do much. Oh, there's cameras everywhere, man, that you don't even know of. Like when you go into Walmart.
Not a camera, a camera.
I've seen them show me shoplift. Oh, okay. I thought you said camera. But when you go into Walmart, like they have on the news, somebody shoplifted and they show all these different perspectives of the shoplifter at the doors. I'm like, all right, so the last time I went to Walmart, which was a long time ago, I tried looking for these cameras. I don't even see them. Yeah, interesting things. We have some drastic climate temperature differences from day to day. Now, that looks like my driveway.
All these trees are dying, though, buddy.
Yeah, they are here.
They are far from healthy, buddy. Just rotten from the inside out.
Yeah. Hey, they rot from the top. The top quarter of it will fall out. And go look at a limb that falls out. It looks like it's already been on the ground for 2 years. I'm gonna refill my coffee real quick. Y'all hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
What's going on, old Ben?
Nothing to it. What state you in?
I'm in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
The truck stop bathroom of America.
That's where my third wife is from, New Jersey.
You really don't want to come here unless you have to. You know what I mean? Just like a truck stop bathroom. You really don't want to visit that unless you have to.
I've never had the desire to go to New Jersey.
It's a beautiful place, just some ignorant people.
And I kind of wish she hadn't had the desire to come to Florida.
Everybody wants to go to Florida for some reason.
Because that's how I met her. She was already in Florida. But can't win them all.
Ain't that the truth? I want to go for a nice little walk.
Beat me, but I didn't win it neither. Oh Lord, I gotta finish this grass sometime this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a little chilly here, but I like it like this. I wish it'd stay like this year round. It's comfortable, you know what I mean?
I like it hot.
I don't like it hot.
New Jersey.
Not for much longer, buddy. Not for much longer.
My boss lady, her and her husband, they from New York.
New York.
New York. Actually, she's from Iowa. And he was going to college in Iowa, and that's where he met her at.
I'm about to share the stream out.
Share it out. I think I'm going to do like John Boy. I'm going to go grab me a cup of coffee.
Hey, look what else I grabbed.
It ain't time for that yet.
It could be. Well, it's 12:40 here, Ben. It's 12:40 there.
It's 12:40 here.
Yeah, we're on the same time zone.
You're in the Western Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right south. Well, I'm south.
Straight above Alabama.
Yeah, I'm like, look, in, I'll say 35 minutes time, I could leave here and go through Mississippi and Alabama and back into Tennessee within 35 minutes. I'm where Mississippi and Alabama hit. I'm right above it.
Okay.
Pickwick Lake. You ever heard of Pickwick Dam?
No,
I'm right off I'm like 20 miles from the Tennessee River.
I think George Woodworking's from Alabama. Somewhere in Alabama.
We got Survivor Lady from the Philippines in the house. How you doing today?
This is what I'm going to do, John Boy. I'm going to hop off of here for just 1 second.
All right.
And I'm going to see if I can bring some people over.
Okay. Appreciate it. Well, Ben, it's just me and you right now.
Yeah.
Matt, you just appeared off the panel last night. I was going to try to talk to you. But you know who that was up on the panel? That was Wages World. Have you ever seen his channel? He's got like 29,000 subscribers.
Who was that?
Wages World. He does he watches the magnetosphere around the earth and stuff, and watches the sun, and watches for corona mass ejections and sunspots and stuff like that. He's a good guy. He's for real. He ain't fake. You know what I mean? He's like us. He's not pushing any kind of agendas or anything like that. He's just straight up who he is. Where are you at? Interesting things. I mean, what state? I can't remember.
Well, it got quiet, didn't it?
Well, shoot, let me crank this thing up.
I think before I finish mowing the grass, I'm going to go get me a 12 pack, maybe.
Uh-oh. Of that Barg's root beer? What is it? Oh, North Carolina? Okay, interesting things. Oh, Super Dave's in South Carolina there. Oh, man. I've gotten hungry, man. I made homemade pizza last night. Tried to.
Happened to the same.
Can you not hear me? Testing. It should be working, Ben. Man, y'all, I'm thinking about taking a little sip of that, but I haven't took a sip of moonshine, and I don't know. It's been a while. Whenever I hit the 1,000, that's the last time. Ooh. Yeah, okay, thanks, Susie. Ben, I don't guess Ben lost his well, he couldn't hear. We could hear Ben. But he couldn't hear us or me. Let's see. What do I need to do, folks? Background music going there. Got a little lag in the broadcast right now. Yeah. Oh shit. Is that not crazy? No. I wish I could remember better than what I used to remember. Oh, not good texture. I tried some octopus, or it was squid. I don't know. Is that a what was it? Korean restaurant? I didn't like it, man. It's like having a piece of rubber tire in your mouth. Yeah, see, I like old banjos and fiddles. If you're high class violins, it's funny how a violin and a fiddle is the same thing. It's just in how you play it. Cafe Raid is on the way. Thank you, Cafe. Can you hear anything, Ben?
I ain't got no sound here for some reason.
I can hear you. I hear you, Ben. New Jersey Jeep girl, how's it going? Thank you. I don't know. He'll be here in a minute, unless he needs the link again. You can't hear anything, Ben? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take Ben off the stream, put him back on, see if that helps. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Cafe in the house. Can you hear me, Ben? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ben? I don't guess Ben can hear me. Man, I've got a good harmonica. I just need to learn how to play it. Ben can't hear Cafe. That's the problem. I don't know why. Can you still get up here, or do you need me to throw that link out there? All right. Ben lost his audio. I mean, his mic's working, but daggum, he can't hear us. I don't know if he needs to get totally out and come back in. I tried clicking him off the screen and clicked him back. Let me hit the mute button. Unmute it. He can't hear. I do too, Susie. I've got one. Where's it at? But it's one of those you can get it like a gift thing. And that thing's got like 32 holes in it. There's Cafe over on the right, the far right or left. I don't know which way we're looking at.
What is, oh, yo, check this out. Maybe Ben's got to leave himself and come back in.
Well, you know, I tried clicking him off the screen, but it didn't do anything. He can't hear us, but we can hear him.
He might be able to hear me. Hey, Ben, can you hear me? No, I don't reckon he can. Well, we got Jeep Girl in the house.
Wonder if he can see his chat, because I'm fixing to tell him to leave the studio and come back.
She wants to know if I'm working tonight. I don't know. What do you mean working? Not at my job, but you got some other plans, maybe. Oh, we could check out what we discussed checking out. Hopefully, whoever's been hanging out here got some information earlier. Hope we gave some good information to some of these people earlier. You know.
I hope so too.
Do not think you're going to carry 20 pounds of water and 10 pounds of canned goods through the woods, because that's not happening.
That's why I've got an army canteen full of water, and that's it. The rest of it, I'm going to have to purify. You know what I mean? It's a fine source kind of deal.
Road Trip Eddie's video is very disheartening. He's got more on there too. He did a live stream after that video, so you might want to check that out too, Jeep Girl.
What happened?
You know, you're not allowed to camp anymore in the federal parks, and that's what his lifestyle is.
Yeah.
He lives in national parks. You know what I mean? He paid for that in advance, you know?
Well, they're going to reimburse him?
I reckon he is.
Hey, Tails, grab that link. Come on up. Got Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian in the house.
Yeah, I was typing to him yesterday. He wrote me an email. He never responded back to me.
Huh. I'm just going to say this. I got a notification pop up, and the title is U.S. shutdown possible. I'm going to leave it at that.
If the national parks are already closed, that's a sign too. They're closing national parks for coronavirus. They said you can go in there during the day, but no more overnight stays.
You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to get up on that Trail of Tears up in the Smoky Mountains and get lost up there. You know, you can take that trail. It's not Trail of Tears. There's a Appalachian Trail that goes from like Alabama all the way up to Maine. You could get up there and get lost.
Yes, you can, buddy.
Hey, there's a black bear around here, man. You know that? A guy was hunting deer this season, and according to the west, he saw a black bear. Oh shit! He dropped his phone.
Did you see what Jeep Girl said? I agree wholeheartedly. I agree.
Yep, the American people
only do to you. They're only going to do to us what we let them do to us.
Well, why do you think they're trying to get rid of the older generation? Because they've already mind-scrogged the daggum younger generation. They've scared these people of all these school shootings into when they get old enough, they're going to become politicians and they're going to sit there and do away with guns because they are traumatized for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole scam or scheme.
There needs to be more than a revolt.
Needs to be a reset.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Maybe that ain't so bad. Yeah.
Well, the problem is the powers that be are still going to be there. That's the whole thing. Somehow they got to be eliminated.
The problem is people get comfortable. Like me, I'm lounging out. I'm comfortable right now. I don't want to get up and move. You know what I mean? It's the way of the world. People are comfortable right now. They don't want to upset the balance of, they want to be on their Facebook and be able to order Pizza Hut.
Hey, did you hear what I said in the beginning of this live stream?
What's that?
I said, and I'm not kicking you out. I'm going to put my full screen up here. But I said, anybody that can tell me what this background is from will get a survival knife. First person.
I said it was from Fallout.
It was from what?
Fallout. Is it a video game?
No, it was a movie.
It's a movie,
It was a movie.
Huh.
I doubt if anybody would ever guess it.
Natural Born Killers?
Nope. I wonder if I should include the year of the movie, the decade the movie was in.
What kind of movie? A horror movie?
It no, it wasn't a horror movie. It was kind of it wasn't really sci-fi, but it was kind of on the it never happened ever in real life kind of deals. And it had a lot of good actors in it. It had Charlie Sheen in it. It had Patrick Swayze in it. It had that guy from what you remember that guy? What was it? When Mars Attacks and he flew the fighter up inside the thing and blew up the alien ship. It had that guy in it. I can't think of his name right now.
Randy Quaid.
It had a lot of good actors in it. Was it Randy Quaid? It might have been Randy Quaid. Or was it Patrick Swayze? I'll have to go back and look. But it showed bare breast on it too. Back in the 80s, they liked showing boobs.
Yeah, all these
one Stargate,
like
one Flatliner, one Sling Blade. Oh, you can hear me now? Well, click on that link if you can still find it up in the chat, Ben. I don't know what happened, Ben. I tried clicking you off and clicking you back up. It just didn't do anything.
Red Dawn?
Nope. I'll tell you what. Oh, if I put this up, y'all might realize what it is. You might not. I don't know if y'all see that or not. Hang on. Let me expand my screen. That's another shot out of the movie. All right, Ben's eating. Ben's doing what I need to do. My stomach's been growling for the last 45 minutes. We got to talk about eating possum and all. No. All right. I'll put this up here. What about that? Where'd you go? Where did the lighting go? He must have hit the wrong button again. Nope, 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 nope. 180. All these backgrounds I'm showing y'all come from the same movie, but I was just going to leave it up. Nah, one heavy metal. Hey, Tails, come on up. I'm going to go back. I like that one I've been running behind me because it looks like I have an idea. Ding. I don't know what, he's not up here on the studio. I don't know what happened, y'all. Let's get this thing cranked up. Jeep Girl is the winner. Jeep Girl is the winner. Now I guess I gotta get you a survival knife. But that is it. That is the movie right there. Yep. That was a crazy movie. It was, I mean, back in the day, I watched it the other day. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen a movie in so long. We watched this. But that. So you want that survival knife? I don't know how. I guess do I need to go through and lighten to get it to you or what? But that's it, Jeep Girl. Jeep Girl is the winner. There it is. The Wraith. The Wraith. Had Skank and Gutter Boy in there. I don't know how to shoot no shotgun. he blew the daggum floorboard out of that CUDA. Then they flipped the CUDA. He was like, I was gonna attempt to win the Skank. It was the Wraith. New Jersey Jeep Girl got it.
Damn, I didn't even. I was the only one I seen. I googled that shit was Red Dawn.
No. Now I gotta get the Jeep Girl a survival knife.
Yeah, buddy, she ain't playing.
How we gonna do that? Well, she's got all your contact. Y'all can get in contact and you can get it to me, right? Or how? I mean, I don't really. I'm scared about addresses. You know what I mean? I don't want to really know anybody's address. So how would I do that?
I got your number. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, Jeep Girl, give me like 2 weeks. Or, at the max. Because we don't know what the mail system's fixing to do. You know what I mean? We're kind of fixing to be in a bind.
Yeah, if we're not there already, it just hasn't happened yet.
Yep, we're not going to talk about that.
No.
Dennis Quaid. Okay, it was Dennis Quaid. Yeah, it was Dennis Quaid, Charlie Sheen, and I can't think of that guy that was in When Mars Attacks. I believe that's what he was in when he flew the jet fighter up inside that thing, going, yeah. Oh shoot. She's putting the address out there.
Damn, I could have texted that to him in
Yeah.
private.
Yeah, delete that.
Because it stays in StreamYards. That's the problem.
Well, it's okay in StreamYard because that's just me.
She's like me though. She don't give a fuck. She really don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, I'm writing it down as we speak.
I know your address cheaper. Yo, please delete that. Come on, Jeep girl. You're better than that.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I didn't want you doing that, but
Yeah. For a lot of
I'll tell
different
you what.
reasons.
It's probably too
kinda
late. Anybody could have screenshotted that.
Well, I screenshotted it. You know she's my neighbor.
Yeah. Well, have y'all ever met?
Yeah, a time or two.
Who is this? Karachi.
She's a little
I thought that was you, Tails. Karachi.
I'm lacking on audio. Let me put some boost on this fucking thing.
What's been going on, Tails?
Not a whole lot, man. Trying to hide from the Karachi monster.
Had your buddy
She's a
old
little
Mark up
hidey.
on the panel.
Yeah, I seen that.
I never would have. I mean, we talked about doing a panel. Oh, I hear me. But man, it was nice to really meet him face to face.
Yeah, Mark's a cool dude, man.
We got Miss Things in the house. You got some audio that
There she goes.
Oh, my audio?
Yeah, I'm hearing. Me and Cafe talk.
Oh, hell, my shit's always fucked up.
It just means you got another tab open.
Are you on a phone? That's what it is. Is Mike picking up? That's your zombie eliminator.
Oh, yeah, baby. Got that fucking 5+1, boy. Dragon's breath rounds.
Oh, those some bad shotgun shells.
Oh, yeah. I'm not playing no games no more, son.
No.
I just went out and grabbed that the other day, man. Fucking pump action, 12 gauge, 590 with a fucking bird's head stock on it. It's fucking damn near a pistol grip. It's got a 14-inch barrel. Fucking smooth bore like a pistol. Takes a mag feed. You can put a big dumbass banana clip in there. Some fucking whatever rounds you want. They make a fucking attachment that goes to this. You can shoot 9mm rounds out of it. They make a shotgun shell with a 50 BMG projectile in it. So you don't get quite the velocity, but you can throw a BMG projectile out of the end of this fucker. 50. You go 50 cali. You go sluggage.
I've seen those.
I got
dragon breath. That's some bad shells there.
Yeah, they're like almost $5 a fucking shot, but I got a box of those, and then I got some 2 3/4-inch Winchester slugs here.
Tails, try to go out, close that
heavy load.
second app out, and come back in.
Did you say sign the app out? Come back in.
You just got to close one of the tabs.
Let me see if I got one here.
You got to close that YouTube.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Probably.
click the link, pause, delete YouTube before you click the link.
I'm surprised that it would be running if it is. I just got this phone like yesterday, so let me make sure that that's not the problem here.
It
My other
happens.
phone couldn't shit. Let's see. YouTube's not running.
You might need earphones.
Yeah, it might want me to put earphones in. What the hell?
I think your mic's picking up the speaker.
It probably is. Yeah, that's.
So just turn your phone down.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That gumming light, I was going to ask you earlier, are you being real still or did you freeze? And then you popped off.
I was probably being real still, practicing that.
What about now? Is it still all fucked up?
Hang on, let me say something.
Yep.
No, it's still
Is it still like echoing or whatever? Acting all crazy?
hang on.
I got earphones around here somewhere.
Why don't hang on. Test. Sounds fine now. Sounds good
Yeah,
now.
I'm still trying to get the hang of this phone, man. I just got it like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's all right. Take some good videos and got a nice space on there.
I need to get a new phone.
Got a pretty decent sized screen and everything on it. It's something that's not busted, anyways. Just trying to figure out the little kinks and everything. It's got like an audio setting here.
Everything I got's busted. Oh, it's just me. You hit the wrong button. Like that string. Can y'all see how busted that is? And then my tablet, man, that thing was brand new. It wasn't even 3 weeks old, and it fell off my workbench and hit and just. You have to. Can you still here? Yeah, Jeep girl, give me. Y'all get it in about 2 weeks. You know what? Hang on. Let me make sure. Oh shoot, I'm that bad. No, I wrote that down. Where did I put it now? Oh, here we go. It's just me up here, y'all. Oh, you know what I need to do? Hang on. I hope this don't mess me up. Y'all be patient with me. I'm trying to think. When I think, it takes me a minute. I'm just trying. I don't have, man, I do everything hillbilly style. You know what I mean? All right. Now I know I have it on my computer. But yeah, y'all. Just chilling out today. Trying not to talk about the main topics. The main topics kind of suck. I don't know where everybody went. Where did everybody go? Might as well go get my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl to play. I put the link back out there, Tails. Come back up, I'll share a swig of this with you. Yeehaw! So yeah, y'all, just chilling, man. Springtime is here. Everything's budding out, and I bet we have a hard freeze. I think Interesting Things was talking about that. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, shoot, we've gotten one of our biggest snowfalls in April around here. Sure have. Oh shoot, I ain't got my. You know what's weird? This computer will not show emojis like it ought to. I just don't get it. Hey, where did that go? Are you kidding me? Well, isn't that weird? I lost my motorcycle. Yeah, I got a motorcycle I killed a deer on, man. I've been thinking about doing a video on it, cranking it up. I have not cranked that thing up in 2 years. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to crank that thing up. You know, interesting thing is the weather's just crazy all the time anymore. I remember back in this is what's crazy. Back in let me think, like 2010, it was getting hot in the summer. 2011, it got hotter. 2012, I mean, we were hitting actual temperatures of 116 degrees here in Jackson, Tennessee. And I looked at my boss because we worked outside, you know, and I go, man, if it keeps getting, I mean, as hot as it's been getting each summer, what is the next summer going to be like? Then next thing I know, they start putting the planes out, spraying the sky. And, you know, I was like, well, I kind of welcomed that. It cooled it down. Got Miss Things back in the house. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know where all my guests went up here. Had Kicking with Ben up here earlier. Cap A, Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian. But I've been 2 hours and 36 minutes into this. And I appreciate everybody that's coming by. I might go ahead and end this. I guess everybody needs to get something done today, including me. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all just be safe out there. Be prepared. Oh, we got Lady Liberty. Hang on. Hey, Lady Liberty.
Hi, John Boy. How you doing?
Uh-oh, I don't hear you. I don't hear any audio.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you now.
Good
I
deal.
hear you now. It might be my music. Okay.
Sweet.
Well, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I saw that you was kind of out of guess, so I figured I'd jump in here and say hi to you.
Well, thank you. It's nice meeting you.
You too.
It's different when, you know, like you're in my live or I'm in your live. Now we're up here face to face, basically.
Right, for sure.
What you been up to?
Well, today I've been kind of weeding around some flowers and stuff outside. I got my pampas grass cut down for the year. Got it kind of cut back and to let it start some new growth and that kind of thing. Got that done earlier today, so kind of got all a little cut up, but you know how those things are. If you've ever cut one back, you know they'll get you.
I forgot to mention this also about the wild plants around here dying out and stuff. You know what a maypop is, right? Passion flower.
Yes, passion flower.
They did not do anything last year. They started making maypops.
I've got one growing wild right along my property line right here, and it had one flower on it, I think, like all year, and that was it.
Yeah, I made back in the day, man. I made maypop wine, which, you know, it's like wild apricot. That was good stuff. It actually accidentally turned into champagne because it kind of fermented a little more after I bottled it, and it was bubbly, and it was good.
I bet. There's a lot of things like I've noticed the rose bushes they're trying to come out, but like I don't know, they just don't seem to be doing right. Like my roses last year didn't bloom as much as they usually do. The Bradford pears, I've noticed they're not blooming as much this year.
Well, yeah, on those roses, you know, you can use what's it called, hips. The hips off of it. That's a high in protein, I believe. They use that in World War II. And I've
That's why
got a
I
lot
grow
of roses around here, and they didn't hardly do anything either. And that means you don't have any rose hips to, you know, supplement your diet. It's like they're getting rid of everything we need to survive off the land.
That's it. So I'm trying to get some as many things that I can grow indoors or in greenhouses, that kind of thing. Because I mean, stuff you grow outside is just it's going to get harder and harder to do.
Oh, definitely. I've watched all the wild edibles go. They were having problem reproducing their seeds, right? And then the next year there was less of them, and last year there was none of them. I'm talking about a lot of wild edible stuff.
Yeah.
Even dandelions.
For sure.
That's your most common weed in the world.
There's barely any dandelions in my yard. I actually noticed that this year. There's barely any.
Yeah, it's weird. And look, excuse me, I've got muscadine vines. You know, muscadine vines will stay up in trees for generations, right?
Yeah.
When I first moved out here, I'd go out there, 5-gallon bucket, and fill it up in no time, right? Well, like 2 years later, I only got about 3 gallons, and that was looking for them hard. Well, the next year, I only got a gallon. And last year, I didn't hear the strange voice. And last year, I didn't even get a half a pint, or I'll say a pint. And, okay. There goes my dog.
It's the neighbor that put in
Come on, get back in here. Chill out.
But what I was going to say was, over the winter, I've had might as well say every muscadine vine, and it's 25 of them that's out here in these woods, have fallen to the ground.
Oh, wow.
They are wrapped around the base of the tree on the ground. They're gone. You got Cafe back in the house.
Welcome back, Cafe.
How you doing, Lady Liberty? What's up, chat? Frying up some bacon and green beans.
There you go.
Man, I am hungry, y'all.
That's the thing right there. This is.
Oh, dude, where did you find that? I cannot find that anywhere around here. It's like sold out in all the stores around here. They don't even sell it.
Dollar General.
I thought it said, I wasn't saying the whole name, and I thought it was saying pedigree. I'm like, why is he?
No, that's my favorite daggone Alfredo sauce, and I can't find it anywhere.
I'm gonna add real bacon with some canned green beans with it.
Oh, thanks, Mama Bird.
Yeah, we got Mama Bird in the house. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I make up my own recipes myself. I like cooking with beer. I don't drink that much. I mean, I haven't drank a beer. I like getting Yuengling and like I'll put a little bit of, enough water in there, but I'll pour a whole bottle of Yuengling in there because I like that dark lager. It's a better taste. Budweiser and stuff like that just don't have the taste.
No.
But man, that's some good eating when you do that. Dude, when I make spaghetti and stuff, I'll put beer in it. I mean, it's just the flavor. And if I make chili, I will soak my beans in beer. And it will hold that flavor, man. You can put it in the freezer and get it out, 6 months later and forget that you put the beer, soak the beans in the beer. I boil them in the beer too.
Thank you.
Man, it's some good eating. Man, y'all, I'm getting hungry.
Keep talking about food, you're going to keep getting hungry.
Well, we were talking about eating possum and coon earlier. I've never done it yet, but
I've not ever eaten possum. I think I've had a little bit of raccoon before, but
I didn't think it was
I've
that bad.
never had it.
I mean, I used to date a guy that went raccoon hunting all the time, so we've ate some raccoon. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely gamey tasting, but it's not bad.
If anybody wants any coon dogs, Finley Rivers he's got them.
Does he breed them and sell them?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Me and him both had our own. Mine's name was Dixie. She was a Walker Coonhound. She was a good dog.
Yeah, was it a Walker? They call them
Yeah.
Walker?
Yeah,
They look like tall beagles.
pretty much. Yeah, but they're good dogs.
What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm on the other end of Tennessee from John Boy.
Oh, okay. All right.
On the east side.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be
You cold?
in the Ozarks soon. Here in about 6 weeks or so. We bought. Well, we're in the process. We didn't just buy it. We're in the process of buying some land out in the Ozarks, and we're gonna head on out that way.
I figured you would have went up in the Smoky Mountains and got lost up in there.
Well, I'm in the mountains now, but there's just I really want to. I've been trying to like group up with some people and stuff around here for 2 decades now, and nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to get together and stuff. And I already know more people out that way than I do around here, so I figure I might as well go where they are.
Well,
And I've already kind of got a group out there, so I might as well go where they are.
I'm a loner out here. I can't get anybody to see what's going on in the skies. I can't get anybody to understand what's going on with this country.
And it's crazy. Daggone Tennessee, the volunteer state, you know, all these people, supposedly patriots and supposedly preppers and all this stuff, and not one of them wants to, you know, everybody wants to be a daggone lone wolf. Well, let's see how that works out for you in the end, because it's going to take a community.
Well, I know me and Zeke are ready.
I'm going to have to do it lone wolf style because I have nobody. I mean, it's not
Right.
my.
And I understand people that have to, because trust me, if I get stuck here, I'm going to have to. But I mean, you know, if you can get a community together, it's going to work out so much better for you.
I know I got a neighbor.
My personal opinion. I know everybody has their own opinions about that kind of thing, but that's my opinion on it.
Well, I've got a neighbor, and I talked to him about, like, what's your plan when, you know, the poo-poo hits the fan? He said he's going to go around and kill everybody and take everything they have. But I'm not going to kill you because you can help me. I'm like, dude, that's what I'm getting away from.
You know, take that guy out first.
Right.
Jeez.
I mean, that's a hell of a survival.
Yo, that's a lot of people's mentality right now, though.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. That is like a lot of people's mentality.
I'll just wait till the end and then rob somebody else's shit. Well, you're gonna have a long day, buddy, because you better pack a lunch for a couple days.
Yeah, because a lot of them people, myself included, that have a lot of shit stored up, we also have a lot of ammo.
Yeah.
So
the smallest
New
caliber I
Jersey,
got is 44. Well, I'll take that back. I do have
well,
25.
technically, I got a 20. I got quite a bit of 22, but you know.
Yeah, I forgot
We're going to go
about
as far as smallest, but
these people have shootouts right in the street with cops and everything every day, so it's nothing new up here. You know what I mean? Like
where you at, Cafe?
In New Jersey.
He's up in
yeah,
Yankee
for sure.
country. Up in Yankee country.
Son, you need to get out the city.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, anywhere you go, you're right back in the city in Layton.
No, I say that's why I'm going to the Ozarks. You don't talk about a difference in population density, even from where I'm at in the daggone mountains to out there. It's a big difference. There's way more people even here to out there.
Well, you know what I don't like about the Smokies? Oak Ridge. That place scares me to death. Oak Ridge.
Yeah. And see, I'm I'm a good like 75 miles from southeast from there,
Yeah.
and that's still too close. You know,
Well, you
I'm
know,
kind of if you made a triangle and put, let me see, where's my fingers? Put, let's say that's Oak Ridge and that's Watts Bar. I'm like here in the middle of them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, and I don't like that. So,
Well, let me ask you: the river coming out up there, is that the Tennessee River still on that end?
yeah.
Well, you know, you could jump on that river and come within 20 miles of me.
Yep. If necessary, yeah.
I'm like 18 miles really from the Tennessee River.
If necessary, that's what we'd be doing.
Right there.
Let's
That's a
do
good
it.
old piece of bacon there, buddy.
Yeah.
Cafe, I'm starving over here.
Making us all hungry.
All I
I'm
got
sitting
right now is a little bit of that.
I'm about 260 right now, so I got about 6 months worth of food on me that I'm carrying naturally. So
For sure. I recommend everybody have at least that.
I've had it. Hey, you remember when Homeland Security came out like a year ago and everything, and they said every American should have 6 months worth of supplies?
Yeah. Yeah. When the government says have 6 months, you should have 2 years. So, I mean,
Yeah. But what does that tell you? They knew this was going to happen. We're trying not to push the
right.
Deception 2020 any further, but
Right.
I think they knew this was coming.
Oh, of course they did. And see, in my personal opinion, this is just the practice round for, the next bigger thing.
Yep.
They're just letting this go on to see how big, how far they can push us. And then they'll bring in the big killer disease, whatever, that's going to be next. And
Or
then
what
they
if-
will have had a practice run for it.
I don't think it's a disease at all.
What?
I think it's the plasma changeover event. I think it's more to it. I think they're really trying to get to where they're going, and they want their airways and they want all the roadways clear.
I mean, that it could be that too. Very well, it could be that too. Also, the big V word, they're going to come out with one of those for it. That could very well take out a bunch of us. I know I
Oh,
won't
yeah.
be getting one.
Oh, no, me either.
I'm not either.
And I'm not getting stopped on the road to get my nose swabbed either.
Nope.
Yeah,
No,
because I
they're
believe
talking
they deem
about
us as a
roadblocks.
liability right now. They don't want to have to take care of us anymore than what they're doing already. So if they can
Yeah.
get rid of most of us, why not?
Yeah, that's probably one of my biggest worries is the fact that I have, a basically 10-hour journey to go to get where I'm trying to get to.
They
And
got machines that can do just about any job now in the world. You know what I mean?
for sure. And so my husband's trying to work like another couple weeks, and I was like, maybe you should just go ahead and quit now and get our crap together and let's go.
I quit a little
They
over
don't
2
really need
weeks
us
ago.
anymore.
Well, I don't blame you at all, John Boy. I really don't. And
Uh-oh.
that's kind of what I'm telling
He
my
must
husband,
have
like,
been
hey,
making
I think it's time. Like, I understand you want to have a little bit more padding, but maybe padding's not what we need. Maybe we just need to go.
Damn, that shit's on there. My hands are greasy too.
Turn it upside down and smack it.
Everybody's for a minute.
I'll be honest. I don't know
No,
for a fact
it
what it is. It is here.
Breaking
It has
up on me,
arrived,
John.
it's in our face, and people are denying what's going on. Time is not tomorrow. It's time, like you said, get your bag, get ready, and get
Yeah,
somewhere.
for sure. Because, I mean, the shelves at the store are literally empty. If you don't already have it, it's too late to go get it.
I bugged out yesterday. If y'all saw that live, and check this out. As
I
much
missed that
as
one.
I thought I was ready, I realized I wasn't, and I had to turn around and come back. Which I'm glad I did. It gave me time to rationalize that I jumped the gun too soon. Because
Right.
once I do it, I'm going out in the woods for a good 6 months.
Yeah, there's going to be no coming back, John Boy. There's no
Right.
second, no do-overs.
Well, I almost did it. I was fixing to be gone for the next 6 months and then skirting around to see what's going on before I came back to where I am now to see what is left. But as prepared as I thought I wasn't. You saying that's what we were talking about earlier in this broadcast. Everybody needs to kind of run through your plan and just say, do a mock, you're bugging out now, and then stop, and then what you've done. I mean, act like something's happening, boom, right now, and take off. Do what your plan is,
Right.
and then stop and see what it is that you didn't think about. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I got a feeling a lot of these people weren't prepared, and they're probably putting together stuff at the last minute, and they don't need half the stuff they got, or they probably need more of stuff they don't have.
Yeah, exactly. They're buying all the wrong things.
Toilet
Batteries.
paper.
Yeah,
You
it's
know how
it's
many-
called a rag, guys. What did people use before they invented toilet paper? Come on.
Right. You can survive with water. Really.
Yep.
Wash your ass in a river.
Exactly. I mean, really. I know it's funny, but I mean, really, that's what people did before there was toilet paper.
Yeah.
I hate to be downstream depending on that water, though.
I mean, that's why they used ivory soap too, because it floated.
Look, that's why I bought the property that was at the top of the stream. The stream starts on my property.
Is it close to Heber Springs? I mean, you don't have to disclose the location, but I love the Ozarks. There's all sorts of natural caves and all
I'll
sorts
tell
of
you,
stuff. up
I'm
there.
going to I'm going from the biggest county in Tennessee to the biggest county in Missouri. I'm going to Texas County, Missouri.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, this is the first time I ever had this fettuccine sauce. It is phenomenal.
Is it not? That's my favorite. I love it. But now I know where to go. At the Dollar General, I'm gonna have to go get me some. I can't find, like, they used to have it at Walmart or, you know, some of the grocery stores around here, but I haven't been able to find it in a couple months. So if you say Dollar General, that's where I'm gonna have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look,
They all buy it in bulk. And
I went to
distribute it
restock
to the
up
store.
I went to restock up on some cornmeal because I was like, you know, I might not have quite enough. So I went to Dollar General. All they have is little bitty bags of cornmeal. So I asked the manager, I'm like, dude, do y'all have any big bags? He goes, I've been telling them we need big bags. And he goes, we're in the South. We eat cornbread.
I'm telling you. If you have a Food City around, I don't know if they have this brand there, but we get the Three Rivers cornmeal. Now that makes the best cornbread.
I got there's a store that makes home meals and stuff like that. Look, the guy sells meat and he actually butchers the meat in the back of the store.
wow.
It's farm,
lucky.
you know, it's sourced around here. And they use, what's it called? Is it Sunshine or something like that? Sunshine cornmeal. It's really good. Can't remember what it's called. Sunrise,
No,
maybe.
is that
Maybe
the stuff they season cornmeal and they fry fish with it too?
Probably.
they make hush puppies, they make cornmeal muffins. Everything they use that one brand.
Right.
I'm saying, do people fry fish with cornmeal?
I mean, you can.
Yeah. Down here they do.
Everything. I can't get it like down south when you get like fish and grits.
I like the old beer battered thing myself. That's pretty good.
You know
Yeah,
about fish and grits?
I like beer.
I need some
I don't
fish
like
and grits.
grits. I'm not
I
a grits
love
kind of girl. I'm a
Biscuits and
biscuits and
gravy.
gravy kind of girl.
All that.
I'm all the above.
Me too.
I like some
My
good.
I,
grandfather-
don't know. I mean, I can handle some grits maybe with I don't know, some cheese and butter or some sugar, black and I don't know, salt and pepper. I mean, I can eat them if I got to, but they're not my favorite food.
You know
My
what?
grandfather used to call it the big boy breakfast, and I was the only one that used to eat like all that sausage, scrapple, fish, grits, pancakes, all that stuff, right? And I was the biggest one. I got to be the biggest and strongest one out of all. It's crazy, but a lot of my sisters and brothers, they're all finicky. Not me.
You know,
Oatmeal, all that breakfast food up.
one of the best gravies I like, and it's hard to make anymore because the ham won't make the grease like it used to, but red eye gravy. Y'all ever had red eye gravy?
Yep. I'm not a huge fan, but it is pretty good. I mean, and it is, like you say, it's harder to make because the swine is just not the same.
Exactly.
Yo, I found a little store down the street.
Cafe,
that's got
you just keep on
amazing
twisting
bacon.
around. Where are you going?
He's bending around.
He's like, wee.
Yo, I found a little store,
Yeah.
a little deli. It's like a meat market, but they got the best bacon, bro. It cooks like the old school bacon. It doesn't burn up, doesn't get all crazy.
You know
And
what's
you can
really
actually
good? Beef.
Pounds of it.
What is that?
Beef bacon.
Beef bacon. Never had it.
Oh, Lord.
Never had it either.
That's good stuff.
Never heard of it.
What? Never even
Turkey
heard of it. Oh, Lord.
Turkey
You's got to
bacon.
have some beef bacon.
I'll tell you
That's
something.
good stuff.
I saw it in the store and I thought, man, this has got to be good. And I bought it and I didn't like it at all, but it was called bacon jerky.
Love it.
I like my bacon crispy. I don't like it was in that pack.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd like bacon jerky either.
I didn't like it. I like my bacon almost burned. I like it crispy.
You sound like my grandma. She likes hers real crispy. I like mine a little crispy, not almost burnt. But she likes hers real crispy.
Yeah. I don't like it where I like it if you try to bend it, it breaks. I don't like it where it will bend. Man, I don't know, man.
Jumbo, you gonna have to go get something to eat. You're getting too hungry.
Yeah, I am. I'm like, man, what can I eat right now? I made homemade pizza last night. I got half of it left. I think I'm gonna heat it up.
Well, here at the Liberty household, we are having chicken and dumplings today.
Uh-oh. I bought, I don't, is it homemade?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
None of that store-bought crap.
I bought some in a can one time. I
No.
forgot what brand it was from Dollar General. There wasn't one piece of chicken in it.
Oh, Lord.
And there's only like 4 pieces of dough in it.
Oh, gosh.
Man,
Just broth?
basically. I got some pork in this one time, and a little piece of fat in it. So I called the consumer shop. I got some pork and beans.
You're
and
going
one
robot
of
on me
them
again,
pork on
John.
it. Robot. Y'all, am I listening?
Yeah, you're glitching bad. We lost him. That was straight up robot. And he's back.
That was messed up.
Still a
That was
little
messed
bit.
up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So I got more signal than ever, and I'm having this problem.
That's crazy.
Because I work off AT&T signal, and I use my tablet for a hotspot.
Right.
And I've been able to have, back when we had Hangouts, I had, 8, 9 people on the panel, and then a thunderstorm. And right now the sun came out. I don't know if the sun's affecting it or what.
Dude, there ain't no telling. Are you near Nashville?
No, Nashville's almost 200 miles away from me. You know where Pickwick Dam or Pickwick Lake is?
Oh goodness, no.
Okay. I'm trying to think. You know where Jackson, Tennessee is, right?
Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm south of Jackson.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of closer to Memphis than Nashville, really.
About the same.
Kind of in the middle, really.
Yeah. I'm within, like I said earlier today, I can, in 35 minutes time, I can drive south and be in Mississippi and Alabama and back in Tennessee in 35 minutes. I'm right there where Alabama and Mississippi meet. I'm right above it,
Right.
about 20 miles.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I don't know why my internet's doing what it's doing.
Ain't no telling. Mine does it from time to time.
I think it's the topics we get on.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure it's got a
They
little bit to do
definitely
with that.
start throttling you when you get into truth kind of stuff.
Well, I notice
Especially right
whenever I say New World Order, they'll cut out the word world.
There they go.
It sounds like I say New Order.
Yep,
It do.
you're on to something.
It's crazy.
Troublemaker.
Shoot, I was in Ben Time Traveler's live stream the other day, in the chat, and I wrote, "Put your head between your legs and kiss your butt goodbye." And AI bot managed that comment.
Yep, Google's got AI bots now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the creator of the channel doesn't have to do anything to the chat anymore. The YouTube will straight up just block the comments like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Not many people do.
Yeah, everybody knows we are.
Well, look, y'all care if I go ahead and get ready to shut down?
If what?
Go ahead and get ready to end this thing. I've been on there a little 3 hours. I need to get something to eat. I'm about to starve.
Yes. Everything keeps rotating back to food.
Hey, what's your channel name, Lady Liberty?
Lady Liberty Speaks is my channel name.
All right, because if you hop off and type in the chat, I'm gonna grab you real quick before you hop off. Yo, thank you, John Boy.
Well, I appreciate you coming up here, Lady Liberty and Cafe, and I appreciate
No problem, man.
everybody.
Anytime.
But y'all have a blessed day. You know what? I'm gonna make you blue, Lady Liberty.
Well, I appreciate that, John Boy.
I trust you.
Wow, thank you.
But
You
yeah,
have a good one. Go get you something to eat, man. I'm going to head out.
all right. Well, thank you. Y'all
See you
have a
later.
blessed
Bye,
day.
guys.
See you later. And look, everybody in chat, I appreciate y'all coming in and listening to us. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end this thing. And I'll be talking to y'all later. It's been a long day, y'all. Long day. But thank y'all. And everybody have a blessed day. And I'm gonna get out of here. So John Boy out.